Just a reminder that if the Bees pitching staff tonight combines to strike out 10 or more batters in a 9-inning game, Dow Solio Distributors and Kendall Oil will donate $125 to the Multiple Sclerosis Society of Utah. Kendall Super D 3-engine oil, designed to give you what you need. When we come back, we'll take a look at the other scores around baseball on this busy Friday, right after this 2-minute timeout on ESPN 1230.
Athletes can't perform on an empty stomach.
Strike one.
The Old Spaghetti Factory is the perfect place for your pre-game and post-game feasts, team parties, and more. Fill up on our delicious homemade mouth-watering dishes. No one speaks the international language of yum like the Old Spaghetti Factory. Serving the best memories in town. It's the perfect place for any occasion. And now, featuring the amazing adventures of Wally the Trolley for our guests 10 and younger. Catch a ride with Wally and his trolley trio as they explore the world. Sign up for our kids club at www.osf.com. It's safe, simple, fun, and on your next birthday, lunch is on us. Conveniently located to serve you in Trolley Square, Taylorsville, and Orem. Good food, good fun, and deliciously complete meals. The Old Spaghetti Factory is where to wind up. The Old Spaghetti Factory in Trolley Square, Taylorsville, and Orem.
Med1 Medical. Med1 Medical.
Are you using the same smelly mask and tubing that you got when you started? Masks and tubing should be replaced regularly. You won't believe how much nicer it is to breathe in a new mask. It's healthier, too. Call Med1 today at 800-248-5882. With a new mask, you'll have fewer colds and sore throats. Do you snore when you're wearing your CPAP? If your CPAP is working as it should, you should never snore when you have the CPAP machine on. An old, worn-out mask causes leaks and will not allow your CPAP machine to operate at the correct pressure. Schedule an appointment to visit our sleep laboratory and bring your CPAP machine, and we'll do a free pressure check and give you a free CPAP tube. Sign up for our Sleep Smart Gold maintenance program, and your first mask is free. Call 800-248-5882.
Med1 Medical. Med1 Medical.
Welcome back to Franklin Covey Field, where the two teams are getting ready for tonight's game. Time now for a check of the other scores around baseball on our Abra scoreboard. Windshield chips or cracks got you down? Let the specialist at Abra take the worry out of your glass replacement or repair. Call 1-888-USA-ABRA to schedule your appointment. In the PCL, they're in the top of the first inning at Nashville. Tacoma's jumped out on front of the Sounds 1-0. Tucson and Round Rock just underway. Portland leads at Memphis 1-0 in the first inning. Bobby Hill opening the game with his first home run of the year. Later on in the Pacific Coast League, Las Vegas is at Albuquerque. Colorado Springs hosts New Orleans. Iowa is at Fresno, and Sacramento entertains Omaha. One game in the National League tonight. Arizona will host Atlanta in interleague play this evening as the first round of interleague play begins tonight. At Cleveland in the bottom of the fifth, the Indians lead Pittsburgh 3-1. Grady Sizemore with his 7th home run of the year for Cleveland. After 4 innings at Philadelphia, Boston leads the Phillies 3-1. Mike Lowell and Jason Varitek have homered for the Red Sox. Bottom of the fourth at Washington, the Nationals and the Orioles are scoreless. In the bottom of the fourth at Detroit, Cincinnati leads the Tigers 8-3. Rich Aurelia and Adam Dunn homered for the Reds, for Dunn his 14th of the year. Bottom of the third at New York, the Yankees lead the Mets 5-3. The Yankees scored 4 in the top of the first, the Mets 3 in the bottom of the inning. In the 5th inning at Tampa Bay, the Devil Rays trail Florida by a score of 2-1. After 1 inning at Milwaukee, the Brewers and Minnesota are scoreless. After a half inning at Houston, Texas is scoreless with the Astros. In the second at Kansas City, St. Louis and the Royals are 0-0. Later on, Toronto is at Colorado. Oakland hosts San Francisco. San Diego is at Seattle. And the Angels take on the Dodgers. Interestingly enough, a former Dodger is starting for the Angels in Jeff Weaver, and a former Angel in Aaron Seeley is starting for the Dodgers. And in the Windy City this afternoon, the good guys beat the bad guys. To interpret it, for those of you who are not educated in this. The White Sox defeated the Cubs 6-1. Mark Burley, the winner, 5-2. Greg Maddux, the loser, 5-3. Jim Thome hit his 17th home run of the year for the White Sox. And that's your Abra scoreboard. We'll be back with the starting lineups for this evening's game right after this here on ESPN 1230.
Sir, can you hear me?
Imagine you've just been in a traffic accident.
Sir, can you hear me?
And right now, the pressure of the steering wheel against your chest is preventing you from answering this question, while your smashed door is preventing the emergency crew from providing you with the help you're very much in need of.
Okay, sir, we're going to get some equipment in here and get you out of there just as quickly as possible. We need those over here right away.
Imagine the feeling of knowing this happened because you were driving dangerously, driving when you maybe shouldn't have, or allowing yourself to be distracted. Imagine hoping you'll wake up from this nightmare, but not being able to. Imagine the flashing lights and the smell of gasoline.
Sir, can you squeeze my hand?
Now, imagine why they're not bothering to ask these questions to anyone else who was in your car. Consider this a reminder. No one understands the importance of driving safely like someone who didn't. 0 fatalities. It's a goal we can all live with.
Safe Light Auto Glass brings you Jazz Talk Monday through Friday on 1320 KSAN. More people trust Safe Light to repair or replace their auto glass than any other company. Call Safe Light at 1-800-800-ASAP or go to safelight.com to get a free instant quote and to schedule an appointment online. Remember, you can catch Utah's #1 sports show on 1320 KSAN Monday through Friday from 4 to 7 p.m. It's Jazz Talk, brought to you by Safe Light Auto Glass.
I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth. That I might have been given a bad break, but I've got an awful lot to live for.
Classic baseball is back. The Salt Lake Bees. Now get a family pass to see the Bees this season for an incredible $199. That's only $276 per game for your entire immediate family. Call 325-BASE to get your family pass. The Salt Lake Bees. Classic baseball is back.
All right, it's time to get you ready for tonight's game between the Bees and the RedHawks by giving you the starting lineups brought to you by Salt Lake City Credit Union, above and beyond every day. First of all, for the visiting Oklahoma RedHawks, managed by, on an interim basis, former Stinger skipper Mike Brumley. The manager of the RedHawks, Mike Bolanger, is out after having eye surgery done on Wednesday. Hopefully he'll be back before long for the RedHawks. But the former Stinger skipper, Mike Brumley, who's the field coordinator for the Rangers, taking over in this series. And here's how he filled out his lineup card. Leading off, the shortstop, Joaquin Arias. Batting second, the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. Hitting third and playing right field, Adam Heinzu. Batting cleanup, the designated hitter, Jason Bott. Hitting fifth, the third baseman, Aram Valderas. Hitting sixth, the center fielder, Lance Nix. Batting seventh and playing first base, Jamie Burke. Hitting eighth, the left fielder, Will Smith. And batting ninth is the catcher, Tom Gregorio. Pitching for the RedHawks will be veteran right-hander John Wasden. For the homestanding Salt Lake Bees, managed by Brian Harper, leading off will be the center fielder, Reggie Willits. Batting second, the second baseman, Howie Kendrick. Hitting third and playing right field, Nick Corneau. Batting cleanup, the first baseman, Kendry Morales. Hitting fifth and catching, Jeff Mathis. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Mike Elward. Hitting seventh and playing left field, Curtis Pride. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, Ryan Buddy. And hitting ninth is the shortstop, Casey Smith. Pitching for the Bees will be left-hander Joe Saunders. It's the Bees and the RedHawks. Game 2 of the scheduled 4-game series. The first pitch right around the corner. We'll be back with the start of tonight's game right after this timeout. You've been in the on-deck circle on ESPN 1230.
This has been the On Deck Circle, a comprehensive look at today's game. The first pitch is right around the corner, so stay tuned. Salt Lake Bees baseball is coming up next on your home for the Salt Lake Bees, ESPN 1230 AM.
At Abra Auto Body and Glass, we know how much you count on your vehicle. So when it needs repairs, body work, or a new windshield, where should you take it? Go to America's most recommended name in damaged vehicle repair. That's right. In an independent nationwide customer satisfaction survey, Abra Auto Body and Glass was the company most recommended to family and friends for quality of work, customer communication, and overall service. Why? Maybe it's our commitment to safety. Abra spends more to train our technicians than anyone else in the industry, and every repair meets our strict safety standards. Maybe it's our lifetime warranty that backs up all those repairs. Or that Abra works with over 500 insurance companies nationwide to make your claims process a snap. Whatever the reason, Abra Auto Body and Glass is proud to be so highly regarded. Auto Body Repair of America. Abra, America's most recommended. Call 1-888-USA-ABRA to schedule an appointment.
It's the news you want, from the team you want, when you want. 2 News at 9 on KJS 14, with 2 News anchors Shauna Lake and Mark Cobell.
Your 9 o'clock news leader is now a number higher.
2 News at 9 on KJS. All the news in half the time.
Plus, meteorologist Roland Stedham with your fresh air forecast and exclusive Storm Tracker real-time radar. And sports from the Talkin' Sports team. Tonight, turn on the team taking 9 o'clock news to a whole new level.
2 News at 9 on KJS. Fresh air 7 nights a week.
And soon, that won't be all the great news on KJazz.
Welcome, everyone, to 2 News at 4 o'clock.
Utah's first and favorite early afternoon news is on the move at the end of May.
You have changes brewing.
Watch for 2 News at 4 coming to KJazz 14 starting May 29th. Still, your first view of all the day's news.
The endless battle for firefighters.
With Christina Flores.
Breaking news at this time.
Niels Mosley. And your fresh air forecast from Debbie Worthing.
We'll start out even nicer than we are right now.
Remember the move. 2 News at 4 p.m. on KJazz 14 starts May 29th.
The starting pitchers are ready. The lineups have been exchanged. And the hot dogs are ready to go. It's time to play ball. Salt Lake V's baseball is on the air. Now let's go to the ballpark. Here's the voice of the Salt Lake V's, Steve Klauke.
And welcome back to Franklin Covey Field. The Bees and the RedHawks getting ready to match up, although we had the tarp down for a little while because of a passing storm, although it did not rain as hard as the radar showed that it might. It just kind of skirted the ballpark, so they're just finishing up the infield now. But Joe Saunders, the Bees starting pitcher, has just started his warm-up on the bullpen in right field, so he'll be a few minutes away from getting started. As the Bees try to make it 2 in a row over the RedHawks after their 5-1 victory here last night at Franklin Covey Field. Again, the Bees lead the Pacific North by a game and a half over second place Portland. Tacoma trails by 3.5. Colorado Springs is 8 1/2 games off the pace. And as we mentioned earlier, both Portland and Tacoma tonight have jumped out to first inning leads in their games at Tennessee. Both teams won last night. Portland at Memphis 8-3. Tacoma at Nashville by a score of 4-1. Right now, Portland leads at Memphis 2-0 in the first, while Tacoma leads at Nashville 1-0 in the second. Colorado Springs brings up the rear at 8.5 back. In the Pacific South, Las Vegas leads second place Tucson by 4.5, Sacramento by 7, and Fresno by 10. Over in the American Conference, in the American South, where the RedHawks reside, Albuquerque leads a game and a half better than Round Rock. New Orleans is 5.5 back, and again, the RedHawks trail by 11 1/2 games. In the American North, Nashville leads Omaha by 4.5, Iowa by 5, and Memphis by 9. So the Bees trying to make it 2 in a row over the RedHawks. Salt Lake with a record of 24-15, as we mentioned, but a stellar 11-4 so far this year at Franklin Covey Field. The Bees parent club, the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, getting ready to begin their three-way series against the Los Angeles Dodgers. This series getting underway tonight at the home of the Dodgers. And again, the irony of the matchup pitching-wise, Jeff Weaver is going for the Angels, a former Dodger, and a former Angel, Aaron Seeley, is going for the Dodgers. Again, the Bees right now, looking at the season to this point, they have had 10 series, only one losing series when they dropped 3 out of 4 in the second series of the season at Las Vegas. They have won 6 and split the other 3. Again, they lead the series with Oklahoma 1-0, and that gives them a 1-game edge on the all-time record as the RedHawks and the Bees have met 49 times. Of course, the Bees or the Stingers or the Buzz, but Oklahoma has met Salt Lake 49 times. Salt Lake with 25 wins, Oklahoma with 24. Just a reminder, this is something just announced today. AAA Baseball and Major League Advanced Media, the interactive media and internet company of Major League Baseball, are proud to announce that for the first time in the history of the AAA All-Star Game, fans across the country will have the opportunity to vote online for their favorite players to be selected to the AAA All-Star Game. As part of the first ever AAA fan balloting program, the Toledo Mud Hens and the Minor League Baseball are also offering a chance to win the AAA Getaway Sweepstakes. One lucky winner and 3 guests will win the ultimate All-Star experience, a 4-day, 3-night trip to Toledo, Ohio for the 19th AAA All-Star Game and All-Star festivities at Fifth Third Field. All you have to do is go enter the sweepstakes via MILB.com, as well as the official websites of both leagues and all AAA clubs. The fan balloting will be held June 1st through the 23rd and will account for 1/3 of the total vote, along with ballots cast by members of the media and each club's field manager, coaches, and general manager. Fans can select 1 player for each of the infield positions and 3 outfielders, a designated hitter, and 4 pitchers, 2 starters, and 2 relievers. Nominees will be chosen by the league offices from players active as of May 26, 2006. Write-in votes for players not listed on the ballot will also be accepted. So fans, beginning June 1st, you'll have an opportunity for the first time to vote online for the AAA All-Star Game. Joe Saunders still working down in the Bees bullpen along the right field line. And Oklahoma starter John Wasden working out for the RedHawks down the left field line. This series still has 2 games left after tonight. The Bees and RedHawks tomorrow night at 6:30. And then 2 o'clock on Sunday afternoon before the New Orleans Zephyrs come in for a 6:30 start on Monday, 10:30 on Tuesday, 6:30 on Wednesday, and 6:30 on Thursday before the Bees head to Las Vegas for the Memorial Day holiday weekend against the 51s, a chance to avenge what is so far their only series loss, having dropped 3 out of 4 to the 51s, April 10th through the 13th. Well, the one storm is past. We see some blue sky, and with this slight delay before the start of the ball game, you still have time to come on over. Myron Noodleman here tonight to entertain the fans during the course of the ball game, as well as the Bees and the RedHawks. And don't forget, bring the youngsters, kids 12 and under, after the games on Fridays and Saturday nights, can run the bases here at Franklin Covey Field, just like the Bees. So Joe Saunders still working down in the right field bullpen. The Bees, Brian Harper, the manager, off to a good start at 24-15. Brian, in his 6th year as a minor league manager, his first, of course, here in Salt Lake. So basically, we're just having a delay waiting for Joe Saunders to finish up his warm-up work down in the right field bullpen. Obviously, the Bees don't want him to feel rushed at all. He's wearing their home whites again tonight with the black numerals and lettering trimmed in gold. Oklahoma wearing their black tops with the vertical maroon stripes around the shoulders, white numerals and lettering on their road uniforms. Right now, let's take a timeout, a 3-minute timeout. A 3-minute timeout, and then we'll come back and hopefully have some baseball for you right here on ESPN 1230.
It happens gradually. Sun gives way to stars and moon. The day slips into something more comfortable. And there, in the warm twilight glow, life becomes simple once again. Now is the time for Bella Sera Merlot from Italy. Soft, smooth, rich. It's going to be a beautiful evening. Or as they say in Italian, it's going to be a Bella Sera. Imported by Bella Sera USA, Hayward, California.
Hi, this is Ned Siegfried of Siegfried & Jensen. We all know Utah is a great sports state. Siegfried & Jensen is a proud sponsor of virtually all of Utah's professional teams. the Jazz, the Bees, the Blaze, the Grizzlies, and Real Soccer. In sports, winning is important. The same is true if you've been injured in an accident. To help ensure victory if you've been injured, you need a winning legal team on your side. Call us at Siegfried and Jensen at 1-800-INJURED. That's 1-800-INJURED. Siegfried and Jensen, your legal team if you've been injured.
Let's face it, life's full of little dings and dents, particularly when you or your teenager are driving. At Abra Auto Body and Glass, we realize not every fender bender requires a lengthy dialogue with an insurance agent. To keep your insurance premiums down, it's sometimes better to handle a repair on your own, especially when the damage is mostly just a cosmetic annoyance. Bring your dinged and dented vehicle to Abra and let us help you and your family get the quality repair you need at a price you can afford. We've been at it for over 20 years, and with the best trained technicians in the industry, we can make your car sparkle like it did before you or your teenager had an unfortunate mishap. So, even when you are not submitting an insurance claim, let Abra work with you to get an affordable, quality repair with a lifetime warranty. Auto Body Repair of America. Abra, America's most recommended. Call 1-888-USA-ABRA to schedule an immediate appointment.
Sir, can you hear me?
Imagine you've just been in a traffic accident.
Sir, can you hear me?
And right now, the pressure of the steering wheel against your chest is preventing you from answering this question, while your smashed door is preventing the emergency crew from providing you with the help you're very much in need of.
Okay, sir, we're going to get some equipment in here and get you out of there just as quickly as possible. We need those over here right away.
Imagine the feeling of knowing this happened because you were driving dangerously, driving when you maybe shouldn't have, or allowing yourself to be distracted. Imagine hoping you'll wake up from this nightmare, but not being able to. Imagine the flashing lights and the smell of gasoline.
Sir, can you squeeze my hand?
Now, imagine why they're not bothering to ask these questions to anyone else who was in your car. Consider this a reminder. No one understands the importance of driving safely like someone who didn't. 0 fatalities. It's a goal we can all live with.
Welcome back to Franklin Covey Field. Joe Saunders has finished his work down in the right field bullpen. The two managers, Mike Brumley for the RedHawks and Brian Harper for the Bees, meeting at home plate with the three-man umpiring crew and exchanging lineup cards and pleasantries before we get our ball game underway on this Friday night. Again, the strong wind blowing in out of the south-southeast, although not gusting as much as it has been at the airport. According to reports from the airport, gusts of wind up to 66 miles per hour at Salt Lake City International. But here the winds have been strong, but it appears to have calmed down quite a bit as the first wave of storms has passed through the area. So Brian Harper, Mike Brumley finishing off their conversation with the umpires, and in just a moment we'll be ready to go on this Friday night here in Salt Lake City. So the Field of Dream teams waiting in front of the first base dugout so the players can run out to the positions they play with their Salt Lake Bees players matching those positions. And let's take the Bees as they come out of the dugout and put them around to their positions defensively. Curtis Clyde will be in left field, Reggie Willits in center, and Nick Gorneau is in right. Mike Elward at third, Casey Smith at short, Howie Kendrick at second, and Kendry Morales is at first. A battery of Joe Saunders pitching and Jeff Mathis catching. Well, 3 different Field of Dreams teams, so a lot of youngsters running out to the different positions here at Franklin Covey Field. Before we get our ball game underway, though, on this Friday night, let's enjoy the singing of our national anthem, and to be performed tonight by Patrice Vincent. and our national anthem prior to the start of tonight's game between the Bees and the Oklahoma RedHawks. Joe Saunders getting the start tonight for the Bees, just about ready to pop out of the dugout and begin his warm-up. For Saunders, his 9th start of the year in 48 in the third innings. He's given up 45 hits, 22 runs, 20 of them earned. He has struck out 32 and walked 19. He's hit one batter, thrown one wild pitch, and surrendered 6 home runs. Saunders 5-1 with a 3.72 earned run average. The PCL is batting .247 against left-hander Joe Saunders. So Saunders loosening up for the Bees here on this night that's actually turned out to be rather pleasant once that one big storm passed through. Again, there are more storms around the state. Hopefully they will miss the ballpark and we'll get this ball game in. Joe Saunders getting the start tonight for the Bees. Did not face the RedHawks. Last year he was still at AA Arkansas at the time the two teams met early in the season down at the Bricktown ballpark. Saunders is 6'2", 200 pounds in his 4th year. First round draft pick, 12th selection overall in 2002 out of Virginia Tech. Features a fastball in the low 90s, a cutter, a curveball, and a changeup. So Joe finishing up his warm-ups out on the mound, and in just a moment, after a bit of a delay here tonight, we'll get our ball game underway. As the Bees trying to continue their good play here at home this year. Joaquin Arias will lead things off now for the RedHawks. Here in the top of the first inning, Arias batting .262, 2 doubles, 3 triples, 1 homer, 13 runs batted in. 0 for 4, drove in the only run last night for Oklahoma. He squares around to bunt and takes a strike at the knees. 0-1 we're underway. The no balls, 1 strike to count. Speedy right-handed batter, Joaquin Arias. Elwood in close at third. The 0-1 pitch. Foul back to the base of the screen, and the count's 0-2. Mike Brumley, the interim manager for the RedHawks, coaching at third. Longtime Major League outfielder Wayne Kirby coaching over at first base. No balls, 2 strikes. Saunders pitch. Fastball high, 1-2. Joe, as I mentioned earlier, trying to become the second 6-game winner in the league. Chris Sampson of Round Rock is the other. Now the 1-2. Arias, broken bat roller, shortstop, third baseman Elwood cuts it off, throws to first, and just in time for the out on a close play. Nicely done by Elwood. If he doesn't get to that ball and Casey Smith has to field it, Arias probably beats it out, but a good play by Elwood cutting across to his left on the broken bat slow roller. So Arias is retired, 1 away, and that'll bring up the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. Kinsler batting .095 here on his injury rehab assignment. 1 double and 1 run batted in. 0 for 4 last night. Got off to a great start this year for the Rangers, hitting .476. 10 for 21, but then dislocated his left thumb. But here he cranks the first pitch he sees from Saunders way out of here to left field. Onto the backside of the berm, a long home run for Ian Kinsler, and it's 1-0 Oklahoma. Kinsler's first of his rehab assignment, his second run batted in. And for Saunders, that's the 7th home run he's given up this year. That's topped on the B stat. So 1-0 Oklahoma here in the first, and the batter will be the right fielder Adam Heinzu. Hitting .273, 6 doubles, 2 triples, 5 homers, 17 runs batted in. So an early 1-0 advantage for the RedHawks. The pitch, and it's in for a strike, 0-1. Infield back for the right-handed batter, AAA veteran. The pitch. Fastball foul back into the screen, 0-2. He has also appeared in over 200 Major League games. Again, Major League play, interleague action beginning today with just one National League game, Arizona and Atlanta down in Phoenix. 2 strikes to count for the right-hand batter as Saunders delivers. Curveball that bounces in, and the count's 1-2. Adam Heisdu, 1 for 3 in last night's game, one of only 3 hits on the board for the RedHawks. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Saunders deals. Swing and a miss to the cutter. He struck him out. 2 down here in the first. That'll bring up Jason Botts, the designated hitter, batting .308. 11 doubles, 1 triple, 8 homers, and 8 runs batted in. So Jason Botts, highly regarded prospect in the Texas Rangers organization. Right-handed batter, did not play last night. The pitch swung on, grounded sharply to short. Casey Smith up with it. The step and the throw across, on target and in time to retire the side. 1 run, 1 hit. The home run by Kinsler. Nobody left on base. After the first half inning of play, it's Oklahoma 1, and the Bees are coming to bat on ESPN 1230.
If you're in the market for a home theater system or a new TV, RC Willey is the only place to shop. No one has a larger selection of complete home theater systems, high-definition big screens, flat panel LCD, and plasma TVs. Items are in stock for same-day delivery. Choose from the name brands you prefer, including Sony, Panasonic, Samsung, Mitsubishi, and Toshiba. Come in today and find out how you can pay 0 interest for 12 months on purchases of $4.99 or more. RC Willey, one place, so many possibilities.
It's coming, and it's coming fast. The world's greatest riders on the world's fastest motorcycles, escaping danger at every turn. It's the AMA Superbike Championship at Miller Motorsports Park.
Miller Motorsports Park delivers Utah onto the stage of world-class racing with the inaugural Honda Summit of Speed AMA Superbike Championship, presented by Parts Unlimited. See this thrilling race Friday, June 16th through Sunday, June 18th. See every hair-raising turn on the newest, longest, and finest racetrack ever built in North America. Plus, you'll witness AMA Supermoto riders competing in a high-flying aerial assault that will have you holding your breath. Tickets are on sale now through Ticketmaster or by calling 325-SEAT. That's 325-SEAT. The Honda Summit of Speed AMA Superbike Championship, June 16th through the 18th at the brand new Miller Motorsports Park in Tooele. It'll make your heart race. For more details, visit MillerMotorsportsPark.com.
We go to the bottom of the first inning, 1-0 Oklahoma. Defensively for the RedHawks, Will Smith in left, Lance Nix in center, Adam Heisdu in right, Aaron Balderas at third, Joaquin Arias at short, Ian Kinsler at second, and Jamie Burke is at first. A battery of John Wasden pitching, and Tom Gregorio catching. Reggie Willits to lead it off, batting .286, 6 doubles, 2 triples, 1 homer, 20 runs batted in for Reggie, who was 1 for 3 last night. First pitch inside, a fastball. He jackknifed to get out of the way. Ball 1. For Wasden, his 10th appearance, his 6th start for the RedHawks in 37 in the third innings. He's given up 36 hits, 20 runs, 13 of them earned. He has struck out 44 and walked 11. The 1-0 to Willits. Broken bat roller to the right side, backhanded by Burke. The underhand lead toss to Wasden, plenty of time for out number 1. So Willits retired. That'll bring up Howie Kendrick, the second baseman. Kendrick batting .354, 9 doubles, 2 homers, and 13 runs batted in. 1 for 4 last night. Wasden has hit a batter, thrown 1 wild pitch, and given up 2 home runs. Wasden 1 and 3 with a 3.13 earned run average. The PCL batting .254 against the veteran right-hander John Wasden in his 14th professional season. Outfield shaded towards right as his first pitch to Kendrick is a fastball high, ball 1. Wasden, 33 years old. Signed as a free agent by Texas back in December. The 1-0 to Kendrick. Off speed and over for a strike, and it's 1-1. Wasden, 4-1 lifetime in 9 appearances, 8 starts against Salt Lake. Wasden ready, the 1-1. Swung on and fouled off to our right, bouncing around one of the sweeps. So it's 1-2 on Kendrick. Beat the Stingers last year in his only start against Salt Lake for Oklahoma. Kendrick takes a fastball, strike 3 called on the inside corner at the belt, and Howie can't believe it, as he thought that pitch was well off the inside corner. 2 out, nobody on. Nick Gorneau, the batter, hitting .288, 9 doubles, 3 triples, 5 homers, 26 runs batted in. Hitless in 4 at-bats in yesterday's game. Outfield, straight away, the pitch. Gorneau takes a breaking ball low, ball 1. Wasden last year, 31 appearances for Texas, 6 of them starts, going 3-2 with 4 saves. 1-0. Smack down the middle, a fastball 1-1. In 13 appearances, 11 starts for Oklahoma, he was 9-2. And at the time of his call-up, he was leading the league with those 9 wins. Gorneau swings and he pops it up. Shallow right, Kinsler the second baseman out, Heisdu the right fielder coming in, Heisdu the call, and the catch to retire the sides. The Bees are up and down in order in their half of the first, and at the end of 1, it's Oklahoma 1, the Bees nothing on ESPN 1230.
Himself to tell you about Papa John's specialty pizzas.
A specialty pizza with an unexpected taste. That's the way I like it. Choose any of our specialty pizzas like Hawaiian barbecue chicken, the works, the meat, or garden fresh. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Limited delivery area, charges may apply.
Hershey's presents the Soul to Soul 2 Tour, starring Tim McGraw and Faith Hill. It's been 6 long years. Now the wait is over. By overwhelming demand, a second show added. Saturday night, August 5th at Delta Center. Tim McGraw and Faith Hill in the round. It combines over 60 million records sold and 35 #1 singles. It's electrifying performances by Tim and Faith in the concert event of the year. 2 superstars, 1 stage. A night you'll never forget. Tickets are on sale now at the Delta Center box office, Ticketmaster. Charge by phone or get them at Ticketmaster.com. Saturday night, August 5th at Delta Center. Don't miss Tim McGraw and Faith Hill. Presented by Hershey. Produced by AEG Live and Outback Concerts.
We go to the second inning, 1-0 Oklahoma. Aaron Balderas, Lance Nix, and Jamie Burke, the 5, 6, and 7 hitters due up for the RedHawks here in the second. They lead it 1-0 on a solo homer in the first by Ian Kinsler. Aaron Balderas to lead it off, batting .290, 2 doubles, and 5 runs batted in for Balderas. 0 for 3 last night. Joe Saunders ready, and the pitch on the way is a broken back grounder to third. Up with it is Elwood. The throw across on targeted in time for the out. As the barrel of the bat went flying down the left field side into the camera well at the far end of the third base dugout. So some sawed-off bat handle so far for both pitchers in this game. That'll bring up Lance Nix, the center fielder, hitting .260, 7 doubles, 3 homers, and 16 runs batted in. 0 for 3 in this series. During that commercial break, a pop of lightning caused a little power drop here. The pitch. Breaking ball low and outside to the left-hand batter. Ball 1. Outfield straight away as Saunders delivers. Fastball down the middle at the knees, a strike, 1-1. Lance Nix, a 4th-round draft pick in the 2000 draft by the Rangers. Native of Houston, awaits the 1-1 from Saunders. Swing and a miss at a cut fastball, and the count's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Former Stinger Jamie Burke is on deck. Now the line by Saunders and the 1-2. Outside at the knees a ball, and the count's even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And these two teams split the 4-game series at the Bricktown Ballpark last season. The 2-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball, right side. Kendrick, the second baseman, to his left, gobbles it up and sidearms it over to first for the out. 2 up, 2 down here in the Oklahoma second. That'll bring up Jamie Burke, the first baseman, batting .256. 5 doubles, 3 homers, 15 runs batted in, 0 for 3 last night. Don't forget, all kids 14 and under can stop by the Larry H. Miller Chevrolet location at 5650 South State Street in Murray and enter to win a chance to be the honorary bat kid of the Bees home game. Larry H. Miller Chevrolet, after all, you know this guy. Burke takes a curveball in at the knees for a strike, and it's 0-1. Burke played here in 2001 and 2002. The 0-1 offering is a fastball low and inside as Burke jumps rope to get out of the way. And that evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Now Saunders' pitch. Swing and a miss at an off-speed delivery, and the count's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wind has started to pick up again, but it's blowing in from left field. The 1-2 offering swung on and lofted into left center field. Willits went back on it, now comes in on it. He's there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down, go the RedHawks. Another 1-2-3 inning brought to you by Keith Barton and Associates. It's just that easy. After an inning and a half, it's Oklahoma 1, the Bees nothing on ESPN 1230.
Before you try McDonald's premium roast coffee and a warm, tasty McGriddles breakfast sandwich, there's something you should know. These 2 items have a way of bringing everything into life-affirming focus. Take Megan.
Hi.
Megan had a fresh brewed premium roast and McGriddles for the first time today.
And that's when I found out I'm a talented singer-songwriter and a natural blonde.
Well, she is a singer-songwriter.
I'm going to start every day this way.
McGriddles and premium roast coffee, richer and bolder than our previous blend. Wake up and smell your life.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Okay, I didn't actually write that.
At participating McDonald's.
It's coming, and it's coming fast. The world's greatest riders on the world's fastest motorcycles, escaping danger at every turn. It's the AMA Superbike Championship at Miller Motorsports Park.
Miller Motorsports Park delivers Utah onto the stage of world-class racing with the inaugural Honda Summit of Speed AMA Superbike Championship, presented by Parts Unlimited. See this thrilling race Friday, June 16th through Sunday, June 18th. See every hair-raising turn on the newest, longest, and finest racetrack ever built in North America. Plus, you'll witness AMA Supermoto riders competing in a high-flying aerial assault that will have you holding your breath. Tickets are on sale now through Ticketmaster or by calling 325-SEAT. That's 325-SEAT. The Honda Summit of Speed AMA Superbike Championship, June 16th through the 18th at the brand new Miller Motorsports Park in Tooele. It'll make your heart race. For more details, visit MillerMotorsportsPark.com.
We go to the bottom of the second inning, and it's a 1-0 ball game in favor of Oklahoma. It'll be Kendry Morales, Jeff Mathis, and Mike Elwood to face veteran right-hander John Wasden. Morales batting .303, 5 doubles, a triple, 5 homers, and 25 runs batted in. The .303 average for Morales is a high watermark for Kendry this year. The veteran Wasden's pitch swung on and lofted into right center field, going back Heisdu. Still going back, now gives ground to the center fielder Nix, who at the edge of the track makes the catch for out number 1. Morales gave it a good ride, but Lance Nix able to chase it down in the alley in right center field for the first out. Brings up Jeff Mathis, the catcher, hitting .346, 8 doubles, a homer, and 6 runs batted in. Mathis has hit safely in all 13 games he's appeared in, coming down for the Angels. Wasden not involved in the decision in his last start. That was at home against Fresno. Gave up just 1 run on 4 hits in 7 innings. Now the first pitch to Mathis is a strike on the outside corner at the knees, 0-1. He had lost his previous 3 starts prior to the no decision at Fresno. Now the 0-1. Down low, and that evens the count on Jeff at 1 ball and 1 strike. In that outing, it was a 2-1 game that ended up with that no decision for Wasden. The 1-1 to Mathis, swinging a little tap up the first base side, and it rolls foul. The count 1-2. RedHawks scoring 2 runs in the 8th After Wasden had pitched through 7, allowing just 1 run on 1 hit through 5 innings, 1 run on 4 hits for the 7 innings of work. 1-2 the count on Mathis. As Wasden deals. Swung on a looper down the right field line, twisting foul back into the seats, and that one sounded like, and it did, crack his bat. So Jeff will go back to the dugout and get a new piece of lumber. Wasden's only win came in his first start at home against Memphis on April the 7th. Actually, that was a relief appearance. He struck out 4 and walked 2 in 2 2/3 innings. Struck out 4 of the first 5 batters faced. So Mathis back at the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Wasden's pitch. Mathis swings and pops it up. Shallow center. Kinsler out. Nix in. Nix is there. And he'll put it away for the second out of the inning. So 5 in a row retired by Wasden here at the outset. Here's Mike Elward, who went 3 for 4 last night to raise his average to 324. He has 1 double, 1 homer, and 3 runs batted in. So 2 out. Case is empty for the Bees here in the second. Wasden's pitch. Elward takes a changeup high, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to the right-hand batter, who's played well since his call-up from Double-A Arkansas. The pitch, a fastball inside, ball 2. 2-0 the count. Elward, feet close together, straightaway stance, deep in the box. The 2-0 delivery. Swung on and lifted down the right field side. Heisdu coming over towards the line, and he'll make the catch to retire Elward. And it's another 3-up, 3-down inning for John Wasden. At the end of 2, it's Oklahoma 1, the Bees nothing on ESPN 1230.
In my mind, I envision delicately crunchy greens, warm orange-glazed chicken, crisp snow peas nestled next to tender edamame and sweet, succulent mandarin oranges. My mind drifts as I add rich, ripe red peppers, toasted almonds, and finish it all off with a light sesame ginger dressing. Newman's Own, low-fat variety. McDonald's new Asian salad, one of 4 premium salads, is now a delicious reality. I'm loving it at participating McDonald's.
It's the news you want, from the team you want, when you want. 2 News at 9 on KJS 14, with 2 News anchors Shauna Lake and Mark Cobell.
Your 9 o'clock news leader is now a number higher.
2 News at 9 on KJS. All the news in half the time.
Plus, meteorologist Roland Stedham with your fresh air forecast and exclusive Storm Tracker real-time radar. And sports from the Talkin' Sports team. Tonight, turn on the team taking 9 o'clock news to a whole new level.
2 News at 9 on KJazz. Fresh air 7 nights a week.
And soon, that won't be all the great news on KJazz.
Welcome, everyone, to 2 News at 4 o'clock. It's
Utah's first and favorite early afternoon news is on the move at the end of May.
You have changes brewing.
Watch for 2 News at 4 coming to KJazz 14 starting May 29th. Still, your first view of all the day's news.
The endless battle for firefighters.
With Christina Floyd.
Breaking news at this time.
Fields Mosley and your fresh air forecast from Debbie Worthing.
We'll start out even nicer than we are right now.
Remember the move. 2 News at 4 p.m. on KJazz 14 starts May 29th.
We go to the third, 1-0 Oklahoma. It'll be Will Smith, Tom Gregorio, and Joaquin Arias, the 8-9-1 hitters who up in the Oklahoma batting order to face Joe Saunders. Will Smith hitting .254, 2 doubles, 2 homers, and 8 runs batted in. The pitch swung on and lifted in the air towards left center field. Reggie Willett says, "I've got it," and drifts into left center, and he takes it for out number 1. So Smith retired, 1 away. That'll bring up Tom Gregorio, the catcher. The former Stinger batting .154, no extra base hits, and 3 runs batted in. Time now for our check of the Abra scoreboard. We'll start in the Pacific Coast League, where in the 4th inning, Tacoma leads at Nashville by a score of 2-0. First pitch to Gregorio is low and inside. A fastball, ball one. At Round Rock in the third, the Express lead Tucson 1-0. Portland wanting to keep the pressure on the Bees, leading at Memphis 7-0 in the fourth inning. 1-0 pitch to Gregorio. Chop foul at home plate, and the count's even at 1-1. Las Vegas scoreless at Albuquerque in the first. Later on, New Orleans at Colorado Springs. Fresno hosts Iowa. And Omaha is at Sacramento. One National League game, Atlanta at Arizona, starts a little bit later. About a half hour from now. The 1-1 to Gregorio. Breaking ball low and outside. Ball two. Interleague play after 8 in Cleveland. The Tribe lead Pittsburgh 4-1. Now Saunders ready. The 2-1. Gregorio takes a fastball high. Ball three. 3-1 the count. In the seventh at Philadelphia, the Phillies trail the Red Sox 5-1. David Ortiz. The pitch on the way. Lifted in the air to right center field. Gorno is there, and he'll make the catch for out number two. 2 up, 2 down in the RedHawks third. That'll bring up Joaquin Arias, who bounced out to the third baseman his first time up. Baltimore leads at Washington 2-0 in the seventh. In the seventh at Detroit, the Tigers trail Cincinnati 9-4. Bottom of the fifth, the Yankees and Mets are tied at 6. At Shea, the pitch, swing and a miss, and a breaking ball down and in, strike one. In the eighth at St. Petersburg, Tampa Bay leads Florida 3-2. In the fourth at Milwaukee, the Brewers and Twins are tied 1-1. The 0-1 pitch on the way is lined towards right. Gorno drifting back, draws a bead on it, reaches up and makes the catch to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down go the RedHawks. It's another 1-2-3 inning. Brought to you by Keith Barton and Associates. 1-800-ITZ. After 2.5, it remains Oklahoma 1. The Bees nothing on ESPN 1230.
When you take your family out and get a great deal on a big, delicious breakfast, that's getting your Denny's worth. Denny's 3 new Supreme Bowl breakfasts are just $5.99. Denny's Ultimate Bowl starts with country fried potatoes, scrambled eggs, and cheese sauce. Then we layer ham and mushrooms, chopped onions, peppers, tomatoes, and cheddar cheese. You'll also love Denny's 2 sausage and cheddar bowls, or the ham and Swiss bowls, each with bacon, sausage, and pancakes. At just $5.99, that's how to get your Denny's worth.
Price and participation may vary for a limited time only. Before you try McDonald's premium roast coffee and a warm-tasting McGriddles breakfast sandwich, there's something you should know. These 2 items have a way of bringing everything into life-affirming focus. Take Megan.
Hi.
Megan had a fresh brewed premium roast and McGriddles for the first time today.
And that's when I found out I'm a talented singer-songwriter and a natural blonde.
Well, she is a singer-songwriter.
I'm going to start every day this way.
McGriddles and premium roast coffee, richer and bolder than our previous blend. Wake up and smell your life.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Okay, I didn't actually write that.
At participating McDonald's.
When it's time for your next set of tires, do you want the tire with the best warranty in the business? Then you should head to Big O Tires. When it's time for your next pair of Bees baseball game tickets, do you want free tickets and a chance to win $50,000? Then get to Big O Tires for an entry form and details. No purchase necessary. Big O Tires, Utah's #1 tire store.
A reputation you can ride on. Big O Tires.
We go to the bottom of the third inning, and Myron Noodleman just did a little dance with Nathan Bland and Adam Paskovich, and I have to give an A+ to Paskovich and Bland for their footsteps. It'll be Curtis Pride, Ryan Buddy, and Casey Smith due up. It's also time for our Great Clips Junior broadcaster here in the bottom of the third, Jared Mays in Salt Lake City joins us. Jared, how are you doing tonight?
Good.
Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good. Well, let's see if the Bees can score some runs for you. Curtis Pride leads off, and he takes a curveball strike on the inside corner at the knees, 0-1. Jared from Evergreen Junior High, and says here one of your favorite Major League Baseball hitter is Todd Helton.
Mm-hmm.
Great player for the Rockies, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's played here before when he was with Colorado Springs. His Pride takes a fastball strike on the outside corner, 0-2. Now, did you know that he was a football player in college, too?
No.
He was the quarterback for the University of Tennessee right before Peyton Manning.
Oh, cool.
So he's a football player as well as baseball. The 0-2, curveball into the dirt, blocked for the catcher Gregorio, and the count's 1 ball and 2 strikes. So if Helton's your favorite hitter, the Rockies your favorite team?
Yeah.
Of course, Colorado Springs in our league, the AAA affiliate of the Rockies. I have to admit, I've been to the Coors Field a couple of times, and it's really a good place to watch a baseball game. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count on Curtis. Leading things off for the Bees here in the third. The pitch. Checked his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the third base umpire, and Pride strikes out. Second strikeout for Wasden, and there's 1 down here in the third. That'll bring up Ryan Buddy, batting 194, 4 doubles, 2 homers, and 12 runs batted in. Now it says here you're a blue belt in Taekwondo. How long have you been doing Taekwondo?
About a year.
About a year. You enjoy it?
Yeah, it's fun.
So blue belt, how high is that now?
Right now I'm 3 ranks away from black.
Oh, that's very good. First pitch on the way to Buddy. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball. Strike 1. I tried it once, but wasn't very good, so they gave me a black and blue belt. No balls. 1 strike the count on Buddy. 1-0 Oklahoma here in the third. The pitch, a fastball, and it's an easy strike, and it's 0-2. Jared Mays, our Great Clips junior broadcaster, with us. What's the most fun thing about Taekwondo?
Sparring.
Sparring? You enjoy that?
Yeah.
The 0-2 pitch into the dirt, a ball, 1-2. So obviously with a blue belt, you're pretty good at it. You do they have competitive sparring or just for fun?
Both.
You know what your won and loss record is? You win a lot of matches?
I don't pay attention to that.
Okay. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss at a fastball, a strike, and that will be the second out of the inning. Strikeout number 3 for Wasden. That'll bring up Casey Smith, batting 275, 7 doubles, 7 runs batted in. Actually, that's a good way to look at it because you know within yourself whether you're improving or not. It doesn't matter whether you win or lose. You know how well you did, right?
Yeah.
Now, it says here you also like video games. What's your favorite game?
Star Wars Battlefront 2. Either that or Metal Gear Solid 3.
I take it you're up several levels in those games?
I've beaten them both.
Oh well, you can throw them away or retire them. You know, there's no challenge left anymore, is there?
No, I can still go even harder modes.
Oh, well, you do that then?
Well, there's this one mode I've thought about trying, but if you get seen by the enemy once, you die. You lose.
Oh.
I didn't think about trying that one. It looks too hard.
At some point you might. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Casey Smith. Swing and a miss with a changeup, and the count's 1-2. Says here you also have a brother. Anybody out there listening that you told anybody about that you want to say hi to?
Hi, Mackenzie, Edgar, Annalisa, Denise, Justin, and Trevin. Oh, yeah, and Kyle.
Don't want to forget Kyle. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count on Casey Smith. John Wasden, his time has been called, has retired the first 8 batters he's faced. Who came to the ballpark with you tonight?
My mom.
I hope you're all having a good time. They're taking care of you all right?
Yeah, it's fine.
1-2 Smith to Smith. A curveball outside at the knees. Ball 2. 2-2 the count. So what grade are you in at Evergreen Junior High?
7th.
7th grade. So that's your first year of junior high then?
Yeah.
Pitch on the way. Casey swings. It's a 2-hopper. Takes a high hop, but Arias stays with it at short. The throw to first in plenty of time, and that retires the side. The Bees are up and down in order here in the third. Jared Mays, thanks for being our Great Clips junior broadcaster, and have fun the rest of the night.
Okay.
At the end of 3, it's Oklahoma 1, the Bees nothing on ESPN 1230.
They're back in excess live. VH1 Classic proudly presents In Excess, the Switched On Tour. June 7th, on stage at the New Skin Theater at the Delta Center. In Excess. All your favorites and music from their new CD, Switch. In stores now. For more, check out nxs.com. June 7th, the New Skin Theater at the Delta Center. Reserve seat tickets are on sale now. Available at all Ticketmaster outlets. By phone at 801-325-SEAT or online at Ticketmaster.com. In Excess, produced by Metropolitan Talent Presents.
I got hurt in a car wreck, and I've got some questions. Is it normal if I hurt worse the day after the accident? Can I choose the doctor? Can I settle my case without going to court? The Shouldn't I just trust the insurance company to give me what's fair?
I'm attorney Keith Barton, and I can help. These are the kinds of questions I answer every day.
Until I called Keith Barton, I had no idea how it really worked. I called and he got me $200,000. How's that for an answer?
If you've been in a car wreck and you're hurt, call me at area code 801. It's easy.
We go to the fourth inning, 1-0 Oklahoma on a home run by Ian Kinsler in the first. He now leads off the fourth against left-hander Joe Saunders. Hit the first pitch he saw from Joe on the backside of the berm and left. He takes a curveball low and inside, ball one. Saunders in his last start went 8 innings at Iowa, gave up just 2 runs on 4 hits, striking out 7 and walking 1. The 1-0 pitch on the way, swinging a ground ball to short, fielded on the third hop by Casey Smith. The long throw across in plenty of time for out number 1. So Kinsler retired, 1 out. That'll bring up Adam Heisu, struck out swinging his first time up. Well, if you're between the ages of 8 and 13 and want to be the Great Clips Junior broadcaster for a game like Jared Mays was, all you have to do is stop by and enter to win at any Wasatch Front Great Clips location. Relax, it's Great Clips. Adam Heisu stands in here in the fourth, 1-0. In favor of Oklahoma. The pitch, a breaking ball low, ball 1. Heisu, in his 17th year, we mentioned he's played over 200 Major League games, didn't play in his first Major League game until his 11th professional season. There's a strike in at the knees, and the count's even at 1-1. He's faced Salt Lake now in an Oklahoma uniform, as well as the Threads of the Portland Beavers and the Nashville Sounds. A 1-1 pitch to Heisu, swung on and golfed into right field. Going back Gorneau to the edge of the track, waiting for it, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down here in the Oklahoma fourth. Here's Jason Botts, who grounded out to short, his first time up. Well, so far, only 1 hit of the game total, and that's the home run by Kinsler in the first. Saunders, first pitch to Botts, a strike on the outside corner at the knees, 0-1. Botts last year led the Texas organization with Oklahoma with 266 total bases, 25 homers, and 102 runs batted in as he takes the 0-1 pitch and lines it into left field, a base hit. Curtis Pride plays it off the first hop, hit number 2 for the RedHawks. That'll bring up Aaron Balderas, the third baseman. Balderas grounded out to Elward at third. Nice play by Elward, cutting across on a broken bat slow roller. Outfield pretty much straight away, maybe a step or 2 towards left. Saunders ready, and the pitch to Balderas. Curve ball low, ball 1. Balderas out of Venezuela in his 6th professional season. Runner at first base spot, a perfect 5 out of 5 in the stolen base department this year. The 1-0 pitch, swing, and a miss out in front of a changeup, 1-1. Balderas was hitting .295 with 10 runs batted in for AA Frisco at the time of his promotion to Oklahoma on May 8th. Now the 1-1. Balderas swings and hits it in the air towards right. Drifting back Gorneau, now slows up, comes in a step and makes the catch to retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, 1 runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the fourth. It's Oklahoma 1 and the Bees nothing on ESPN 1230.
Whether you need a new refrigerator or you want to redecorate the family room, you'll find exactly what you need at R.C. Willey. Of course, you know that R.C. Willey has the area's largest selection of furniture, major appliances, flooring, and electronics. But you may not know that R.C. Willey also has everything you need to relax or entertain outdoors. Choose from a large variety of patio sets, lawn mowers, and barbecue grills. This season, R.C. Willey has everything you need for your home and patio. R.C. Willey, one place, so many possibilities.
Athletes can't perform on an empty stomach.
Strike 1.
The Old Spaghetti Factory is the perfect place for your pre-game and post-game feasts, team parties, and more. Fill up on our delicious homemade mouth-watering dishes. No one speaks the international language of yum like the Old Spaghetti Factory. Serving the best memories in town. It's the perfect place for any occasion. And now, featuring the amazing adventures of Wally the Trolley for our guests 10 and younger. Catch a ride with Wally and his trolley trio as they explore the world. Sign up for our kids club at www.osf.com. It's safe, simple, fun, and on your next birthday, lunch is on us. Conveniently located to serve you in Trolley Square, Taylorsville, and Orem. Good food, good fun, and deliciously complete meals. The Old Spaghetti Factory is where to wind up. The Old Spaghetti Factory in Trolley Square, Taylorsville, and Orem.
We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. And it is a 1-0 ball game between the Bees and the RedHawks. And for the Bees, the top of the order is due up as John Wasden retired all 9 batters he's faced so far. He's not a stranger, though, to perfection. There have only been 2 perfect games in the over 100-year history of the PCL, and he has one of them. Willett, punt, third base side, Wasden off the hill, bare hand pickup, throws to first, safety's off the bag. Well, so much for that talk. Close play at first. I don't know if he beat it out or if they ruled Burke off the bag, but either way, it's going to go as a bunt single for Reggie Willits, and the Bees have a runner at first with nobody out. And now here's Howie Kendrick. Called out on strikes his first time up. Wasden was perfect on April the 7th, 2003 for Nashville against Albuquerque. Striking out 15 batters as Kendrick takes a fastball high, ball 1. Matter of fact, in that game, he threw 100 pitches, of which 72 were strikes. 1 ball, no strikes. Throw to first, and Willits is back. Willits, 11 out of 16 in the stolen base department this year. Now Wasden ready. Again the throw to first, and Willits dives back in safely. One ball, no strikes. Balderas in on the edge of the grass at third. Now Wasden ready to pitch. Swing and a foul. Back to the screen. That evens the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-0 Oklahoma here in the bottom of the fourth. Wasden stares in, gets his sign. A 1-1 pitch to Kendrick. Howie swings as a slow bouncer to third. Scooped up by Balderas. His only play will be to first. As Willits advanced to second. That one jammed Kendrick. A slow bouncer. Balderas charging. Realized he only had 1 play very quickly and made it over to first in time for the out with his throw. Willits going to second. Brings up Nick Gorneau, flied out to right field, his first time up. Time now for a look at this date in Salt Lake PCL history. Brought to you by Med1 Medical, the exclusive provider of Sleep Smart Gold. Med1 Medical, the sleep professionals. So Gorneau, the batter, with a runner at second base, 1 out. A busy date in Salt Lake PCL history. The pitch. Strike on the inside corner above the knees, 0-1. On this date, May 19th in 1975, the Hawaii Islanders set a PCL record as the first 13 batters all reached and scored in the first inning against the Salt Lake Gulls. They would eventually score a total of 15 runs, which is also the league mark for runs scored in the first inning. Also on this date, 1999, Buzz pitcher Frank Rodriguez set the franchise record by hitting 3 Memphis batters all in the first inning in the Redbirds' 22-11 win at Salt Lake. Rodriguez would last just 2/3 of an inning, allow 7 earned runs. And on this date in 1923, B's teammates Oscar Vitt and Paul Strand would each connect for 2 homers in the same inning. The 0-1 to Gorneau, a breaking ball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. Runner at second base, Reggie Willits, represents the tying run for the Bees. Now the 1-1 pitch to Gorneau. Fastball inside, 2-1 the count. This date in Salt Lake PCL history brought to you by Med1 Medical. Stop in for a free CPAP pressure check and free tubing. Med1 Medical, 10712 South 13th East in Sandy. Now Wasden ready, the 2-1. Swing and a miss to the breaking ball, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. One to nothing, RedHawks in the fourth. The Bees, though, the potential tying run in scoring position with 1 out. The 2-2 to Gorneau. Swinging a ground ball, right side. Kinsler far to his left. Flags it down, sits and throws to first for the out. On the play, Willits goes to third. So 2 down now. And Kendry Morales will be the batter. Morales flied out to center field his first time up. So tying run 90 feet away. Wasden's only thrown 1 wild pitch. There's a pitch, swung on, pop foul, coming back and out of play for strike 1. 0-1 the count on Kendry. Runner at third, 2 out. Kendry Morales is pulled within 1 of Nick Gorneau for the team lead in runs batted, and he can tie him with a base hit here. The 0-1 pitch, cut at and fouled off his front foot, and the count on Kendry is 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to count. Willits heads back to third. Again, tomorrow night, it'll be right-hander Casey Olenberger, 3-0 against left-hander Derek Lee, who's 0-1. 6:30 game time here at Franklin Covey Field. No balls, 2 strikes. Morales waving that bat out over the plate. Wasden ready. And the 0-2. Herb ball to the dirt. Good snap by Gregorio, sliding across to his right. Keeping that ball at home plate and not going to the backstop, which would have allowed the run to score. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Willits steps off the lead at third base. The Wasden pitch. Swung on, popped up. Shallow left center, coming in, Nix, coming across is Smith, and Smith, the left fielder, makes the catch to retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, 1 runner left on base. As we go to the 5th, it's Oklahoma 1, the Bees nothing on ESPN 1230.
In my mind, I envision delicately crunchy greens, warm orange glazed chicken, crisp snow peas nestled next to tender edamame and sweet, succulent mandarin oranges. My mind drifts as I add rich, ripe red peppers, toasted almonds, and finish it all off with a light sesame ginger dressing. New Mendoza, low-fat variety. McDonald's new Asian salad, one of 4 premium salads, is now a delicious reality. I'm loving it at participating McDonald's.
It's coming, and it's coming fast. The world's greatest riders on the world's fastest motorcycles, escaping danger at every turn. It's the AMA Superbike Championship at Miller Motorsports Park.
Miller Motorsports Park delivers Utah onto the stage of world-class racing with the inaugural Honda Summit of Speed AMA Superbike Championship, presented by Parts Unlimited. See this thrilling race Friday, June 16th through Sunday, June 18th. See every hair-raising turn on the newest, longest, and finest racetrack ever built in North America. Plus, you'll witness AMA Supermoto riders competing in a high-flying aerial assault that will have you holding your breath. Tickets are on sale now through Ticketmaster or by calling 325-SEAT. That's 325-SEAT. The Honda Summit of Speed AMA Superbike Championship, June 16th through the 18th at the brand new Miller Motorsports Park in Tooele. It'll make your heart race. For more details, visit MillerMotorsportsPark.com.
We head to the fifth inning. Oklahoma 1, the Bees nothing. It'll be Lance Nix, Jamie Burke, and Will Smith, the 6, 7, and 8 hitters due up in the Oklahoma batting order to face left-hander Joe Saunders, who so far made just one mistake as he grooved the home run pitch to Ian Kinsler in the first inning. Our fifth inning, middle of the game reset of the Bees defensive alignment. Curtis Pride, Reggie Willits, and Nick Gorneau in left, center, and right. Mike Elward at third, Casey Smith at short. Howie Kendrick at second, Kendry Morales at first, as Nick takes a curveball low and outside, ball one. A battery of Joe Saunders pitching, and Jeff Mathis catching. 1 ball to count, lefty-lefty matchup here as Saunders delivers to Nix. Swung on and fouled, back over our heads and out of play. That evens the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Outfield shaded towards left. Now the pitch. Right down the middle is strike, and it's 1-2. And the Bees, the all-time series lead over Oklahoma, 25-24. The 1-2 pitch. A change up high, ball 2. 2-2 the count. Lance Nix at the plate. The pitch. Change up high again, ball 3. Nix missed most of last year with a left shoulder injury, and eventually he underwent surgery to repair a torn labrum in his right shoulder. 3 balls, 2 strikes, the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss at a fastball. He struck him out. Second strikeout for Saunders, and there's 1 down here in the 5th. Brings to the plate Jamie Burke, who flied out to Gorneau in right field his first time up. Jamie Burke, since leaving the Angels, spent a couple of years in the White Sox organization, getting an opportunity to play in Chicago. There's a breaking ball strike in the outside corner at the knees, 0-1, although last year he only saw 1 game's worth of action. Now the 0-1, swing and a miss, 0-2. Did appear in 47 games during the 2004 season and hit .333 in a White Sox uniform. No balls, 2 strikes the pitch. Fastball high, 1-2 the count. Last year he was 0 for 1 in his only at bat. Now the 1-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball to short. Casey Smith charges, scoops it up off the short hop, and throws to first for the out. 2 up, 2 down here in the Oklahoma 5th. That'll bring up Will Smith, who flied out to Reggie Willits in center field his first time up. Will Smith acquired from the Marlins in July of 2003, along with first baseman Adrian Gonzalez and pitcher Ryan Snare, in the deal that sent Ugueth Urbina to the Marlins. There's a fastball strike, 0-1. That was when prospects were leaving Florida in exchange for veterans in a pennant race. Now how times changed for the Marlins. Curveball strike, a beauty over the outside corner at the knees, and Saunders is ahead in the count quickly, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Saunders pitch. A little bit outside, above the knees, 1-2. Like Mark Burley for the White Sox earlier today, Saunders working quickly out on the mound as he rocks, kicks, and delivers the 1-2. Curveball low, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now Saunders ready. And the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and sliced down the left field line. Pride on the run towards the corner. Can't get to it as it lands on the 4th row of seats. The count remains 2-2. Saunders comes in having won his last 4 decisions over his last 4 starts. The 8 innings in his outing at Iowa last Saturday, his longest of the year. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count on the left-hand batting Smith. Now Saunders' pitch. Swung on and pulled into right field, a base hit. Played on the second hop by Gorneau, and Will Smith's aboard with a 2-out single. Second straight inning, the RedHawks have picked up a 2-out hit. Here's Tom Gregorio, flied out to Gorneau in right field. Gregorio, of course, last year was injured, then dealt to Oakland, who assigned him to Sacramento. Played a game there, was re-injured, and the A's had the trade rescinded. But Gregorio did eventually go to Oakland. Here's a swing and a shot through the middle into center field for a base hit. Stopping at second base is Smith. So back-to-back singles after 2 outs here in the 5th. For the RedHawks, into the top of the order we go, and Joaquin Arias. Arias has bounced to third and flied to right field. So 2 on, 2 out for the RedHawks here in the 5th. Saunders ready. The first pitch to Arias. Swinging a tap foul behind home plate. Strike 1. 0-1 the count on Arias, who came over in April of 2004 to the Texas organization from the Yankee system as part of the Alex Rodriguez-Alfonso Soriano trade. Infield back, the outfield playing Arias to pull towards left as Saunders delivers the 0-1. Fastball just inside at the knees, and that evens the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now Saunders ready to glance back towards Smith at second base. The 1-1 home. Swung on, chopped over the mound. The second baseman Kendrick charges, gloves, and throws to first on the run to Nip Arias to retire the side. No runs, 2 hits, 2 runners left on base. We're halfway through the scheduled 9-rounder. It's Oklahoma 1, the Bees nothing on ESPN 1230.
Hard tip-off throws. Here's a swing and a high fly ball going deep to left. This may do it. Back to the wall goes Berra. It is over the fence, homer, and the Pirates win.
Classic baseball is back. The Salt Lake Bees. Now get a family pass to see the Bees this season for an incredible $199. That's only $276 per game for your entire immediate family. Call 325-BASE to get your family pass. The Salt Lake Bees. Classic baseball is back.
It's the news you want, from the team you want, when you want. 2 News at 9 on KJS 14, with 2 News anchors Shauna Lake and Mark Cobell.
Your 9 o'clock news leader is now a number higher.
2 News at 9 on KJS. All the news in half the time.
Plus, meteorologist Roland Stedham with your fresh air forecast and exclusive Storm Tracker real-time radar. And sports from the Talkin' Sports team. Tonight, turn on the team taking 9 o'clock news to a whole new level.
2 News at 9 on KJS. Fresh air 7 nights a week.
And soon, that won't be all the great news on KJazz.
Welcome, everyone, to 2 News at 4 o'clock. It's
Utah's first and favorite early afternoon news is on the move at the end of May.
You have changes brewing.
Watch for 2 News at 4 coming to KJazz 14 starting May 29th. Still, your first view of all the day's news.
The endless battle for firefighters.
With Christina Floyd.
Breaking news at this time.
Niels Mosley and your fresh air forecast from Debbie Worthing.
We'll start out even nicer than we are right now.
Remember the move. 2 News at 4 p.m. on KJazz 14 starts May 29th.
Go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Oklahoma 1, the Bees nothing. It'll be Jeff Mathis, Mike Elward, and Curtis Pride due up to face right-handed John Wasden. Jeff Mathis flied out to center field his first time up. Mathis with a 13-game hitting streak working, the longest by a Bees batter this year, as he's hit safely in all 13 games he's appeared in a Salt Lake uniform. So here's Mathis now, 1-0 RedHawks here in the 5th. The pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center field. Nick's on his horse, drifting back, still going back, reaches out and makes the over-the-shoulder catch. 2 steps shy of the warning track in left center field. Good play by Lance Nix, and that's out number 1. Here's Mike Elward, who flied out to right his first time up. Defensively for Oklahoma, Will Smith in left, Lance Nixon center, and Adam Heisdu in right. Aaron Balderas at third. Joaquin Arias at short. Ian Kinsler at second. Jamie Burke at first. And John Wasden pitching with Tom Gregorio catching. A scratch infield single by Reggie Willits, a bunt single, the only hit so far of the ball game for the Bees, as Wasden pours in a fastball for a strike, and it's 0-1. 0-1 to the right-handed batter. The pitch, swinging a ground ball to third, backing up on it. Balderas has it. Now steps forward and throws to first for the out. 2 up, 2 down. That'll bring up Curtis Pride, who struck out swinging his first time up. Just a reminder that the Albertsons triple play for charity. For every home game, if the Bees pull off a triple play, Albertsons will donate $1,000 worth of groceries to the Utah Food Bank. Albertsons, a proud sponsor of the Salt Lake Bees. Now Wasden ready, the pitch. Curtis takes the curveball low, ball 1. Pride 12 hits away from 1,200 in his minor league career. Now Wasden's 1-0 pitch. Swinging a ground ball right side, and that kicked through into right field, a base hit. Perfectly placed in between the first baseman Burke and the second baseman Kinsler, and so Pride's aboard with just the second hit of the night for the Bees. Brings up Ryan Buddy. And now Curtis Pride is called out at first base. They're saying that he took the turn, and when he came back, he got tagged out. So no runs, 1 hit, and nobody left on base. At the end of 5, it's Oklahoma 1, the Bees nothing on ESPN 1230.
Hi, this is Mitch Jensen of Siegfried & Jensen. We all know Utah's a great sports state. Siegfried & Jensen is a proud sponsor of virtually all of Utah's professional teams. The Jazz, the Bees, the Blaze, the Grizzlies, and Real Soccer. In sports, winning is important. The same is true if you've been injured in an accident. To help ensure victory if you've been injured, you need a winning legal team on your side. Call us at Siegfried & Jensen at 1-800-INJURED. That's 1-800-INJURED. Siegfried & Jensen, your legal team if you've been injured.
Sir, can you hear me?
Imagine you've just been in a traffic accident.
Sir, can you hear me?
And right now, the pressure of the steering wheel against your chest is preventing you from answering this question, while your smashed door is preventing the emergency crew from providing you with the help you're very much in need of.
Okay, sir, we're going to get some equipment in here and get you out of there just as quickly as possible. We need those over here right away.
Imagine the feeling of knowing this happened because you were driving dangerously, driving when you maybe shouldn't have, or allowing yourself to be distracted. Imagine hoping you'll wake up from this nightmare, but not being able to. Imagine the flashing lights and the smell of gasoline.
Sir, can you squeeze my hand?
Now, imagine why they're not bothering to ask these questions to anyone else who was in your car. Consider this a reminder. No one understands the importance of driving safely like someone who didn't. 0 fatalities. It's a goal we can all live with.
Sixth inning now here at Franklin Covey Field. Still a 1-0 ball game in favor of the RedHawks. Ian Kinsler will lead things off in the 6th. He's the difference in the ball game right now with that solo home run in the first inning. It's also time for an update of our Abra scoreboard as Saunders' pitch on the way. Kinsler takes the curveball low and inside, ball 1. Tacoma leads at Nashville 3-0 in the 6th in the Music City. The 1-0 pitch to Kinsler, swung on and ripped through the hole into left field, a base hit. And so the leadoff man is aboard for Oklahoma here in the 6th. That is their 5th hit of the ball game. Here's Adam Heisdu, who has struck out and flied out in 2 plate appearances. In the 5th at Round Rock, the Express leading Tucson 1-0. Portland 9, Memphis 0 in the 5th at AutoZone Park. Las Vegas at Albuquerque scoreless in the bottom of the 2nd. Pitch to Heistu, cut out and missed. A strike, and it's 0-1. New Orleans leads at Colorado Springs 1-0 in the second. Later on, Iowa is at Fresno, and Omaha visits Sacramento. Atlanta at Arizona just underway in the National League. Now Saunders ready. The 0-1. Heistu takes a curveball, strike on the outside corner at the knees, 0-2. Interleague play, Detroit batting in the bottom of the ninth, trailing Cincinnati 9-4. After 8 at Philadelphia, it's now Boston 5 and the Phillies 3. 7.5 done in Washington. The Nationals trail Baltimore 5-0. The 2-strike pitch, instead the toss to first, and Kinsler is back. Mets 6, Yankees 6. Yankees batting in the top of the 8th inning at Shea. Bottom of the ninth at Tampa Bay. The Devil Rays and Florida are tied 4-4. Infield double play depth behind Saunders. The 0-2 to Heistu. Swing and a miss to the curveball. He struck him out. One down here in the sixth. Third punch out for Joe Saunders in the ball game. That'll bring up Jason Botts, who's 1 for 2. Single to left his last time up. After 6 at Milwaukee, the Twins lead the Brewers 2-1. Michael Kadire with his 4th home run of the year for Minnesota. After 5 at Houston, Texas leads the Astros 2-1. Saunders, first pitch to Botts. Off speed and over for a strike, 0-1. At Kansas City, the Royals with 3 in the second, 2 in the third, took a 5-0 lead over St. Louis, but the Cardinals with 4 in the fourth and 5 in the fifth now lead at 9-5. Albert Pujols with his major league leading 20th home run of the year. Now the 1-strike delivery. Breaking ball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. Third inning at Denver. Colorado leads Toronto 1-0 on Garrett Atkins' 5th home run of the year. 1 ball, 1 strike to count on Botts. Big 6'5", 250-pound right-handed batter. Saunders the move to first, and Kinsler is back. West Coast games still about 20 minutes away from starting. San Francisco at Oakland. San Diego visiting Seattle, and the Dodgers hosting the Angels. 2 finals. Cleveland beat Pittsburgh 4-1, and the White Sox thumped the Cubs 6-1. Burley over Maddox. Jim Tomei with his 17th home run of the year. Runner goes, the pickoff throw to first. Morales throws to second, and Casey Smith with a great backhanded stab and spins for the out. What a play by Casey Smith. As that throw from Morales was wide and behind of Casey, he was able to reach back, backhand the ball, and spin himself into the tag of Ian Kinsler. So that'll be a caught stealing. 1, 3, 6. And that also has a chance to be our Mountains West Ranches defensive play of the game. The 1-1 to Botts, a fastball strike on the outside corner, 1-2. We'll let you know during the 10th inning show. An abundance of wildlife, including deer and elk that roam the property year-round. Mountain West Ranches recreational properties. The 1-2 to Botts, fastball high, 2-2. Call 1-877-894-5658 or check out www.mwranches.com. Now the 2-2. Long on, chopped to the first base side of the mound, backhanded by Saunders. The underhand flip to first, and that'll do it for Oklahoma here in the 6th. No runs, 1 hit. Nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Still Oklahoma 1, the Bees nothing on ESPN 1230.
Dreaming of owning your own home? Cypress Credit Union would like to make your dream a reality with fantastic rates on low-fee construction and mortgage loans. Visit cypresscu.com or speak to a mortgage specialist at 260-7600. We'll help you determine your home buying power and the loan that best fits your needs. Mention this ad and we'll waive the $175 processing fee when you get your mortgage.
Cypress Credit Union. Your future is our future.
Equal housing lender.
When you take your family out and get a great deal on a big, delicious breakfast, that's getting your Denny's worth. Denny's 3 new Supreme Bowl breakfasts are just $5.99. Denny's Ultimate Bowl starts with country fried potatoes, scrambled eggs, and cheese sauce. Then we layer ham and mushrooms, chopped onions, peppers, tomatoes, and cheddar cheese. You'll also love Denny's 2 sausage and cheddar bowls or the ham and Swiss bowl, each with bacon, sausage, and pancakes. At just $5.99, that's how to get your Denny's worth.
Price and participation may vary for a limited time only.
Here's Papa John himself to tell you about Papa John's specialty pizzas.
A specialty pizza with unexpected taste. That's the way I like it. Choose any of our specialty pizzas like Hawaiian barbecue chicken, the works, the meat, or garden fresh. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John.
Limited delivery area, charges may apply.
We go to the bottom of the sixth inning, still 1-0 Oklahoma. It'll be Ryan Buddy, Casey Smith, and Reggie Willis due up to face right-hander John Wasden, who's given up just 2 hits, no runs through 5 innings. He has struck out 3 and has not walked a batter as Ryan Buddy takes a fastball for a strike. 0-1. Ryan struck out swinging his first time up. Now Wasden's pitch. Curveball low and outside, and that evens the count at 1-1. Wasden pitched in Japan in 2002 for Yomiuri. He's even experienced some action in American League Divisional Series play. The 1-1, Buddy swings. It's a slow tap toward short. Charging his Arias to throw on the run to first in time for the out. 1 away, Buddy retired. That'll bring up Casey Smith. Grounded out to short his first time up. Made 3 appearances over the 98 and 99 divisional series for the Red Sox. Originally a first-round pick of Oakland in 1993 out of Florida State. First faced Salt Lake when they were the Stingers in 2001. The pitch. Bunt attempt is missed for a strike, and it's 0-1. They take that back. That was actually in 1995 with Edmonton. Now the pitch, fastball high. 1 ball, 1 strike to count on Chasey. Trying to get something going for the Bees. They've managed 2 singles on the night, and that's it. The 1-1 pitch. Smith swings and taps it foul behind home plate, and the count's 1-2. Final from Cleveland. Detroit beat the Cavs 84-82 to force a 7th and deciding game on Sunday. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count on Smith as Wasden deals. Curveball, strike 3 called. 4th strikeout for Wasden, and it's 2 up, 2 down here in the Salt Lake Sixth as Casey Smith has a few words for the home plate umpire on his way back to the dugout. That'll bring up Reggie Willett. A bunt single his last time up. He's 1 for 2. Valderas already about 10 feet in on the infield grass at third base to guard against another bunt attempt by Willett. The pitch. Breaking ball inside at the knees. Ball 1. Reggie, a switch hitter, batting left-handed against the righty Wasden. Now the right-hander's pitch. Willett takes inside at the knees. Ball 2. 2-0 the count on Willett with Howie Kendrick due next. It's looking more and more like the Bees are going to have to win just to maintain their current divisional lead. The 2-0 fastball high, 3-0. Tacoma leading at Nashville, 3-0 in the 6th. Portland leading at Memphis, 11-0 in the 6th. Again, Portland a game and a half out. Tacoma 3.5 back at the start of today's play. Now the 3-0 pitch. Strike called, 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. With a count of 3-1, Valderas in on the edge of the grass. The pitch. Swung on, little flare, shallow left center, has a chance to drop, and it does, in front of the center fielder, Nix, for a base hit. And Reggie Willis is 2 for 3. Third hit of the ball game for Salt Lake. So now here's Howie Kendrick. Let's see if Willis is running here to try to get into scoring position for Kendrick. Gregorio, though, a good arm behind the plate for Oklahoma. So a runner at first, 2 outs. Willett stretching out his lead. Wasden ready. The turn of the toss to first, low, but dug out by Burke. Ball 1. Or excuse me, no balls, no strikes, no pitch. 1-0 RedHawks. We're in the 6th. Wasden ready. Now the pitch. Kendrick swings and pulls one foul out of play down the left field line. And the count's 0-1 on Kendrick. Just a reminder, if a Bees player hits for the cycle at home this season during a regulation 9-inning game, you could win $10,000 in the SMC Capital Management Hit for the Cycle contest, courtesy of Gary Gigi of SMC Capital Management. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Into the dirt. Good stop by Gregorio to his right. The ball rolling up the first baseline. The count's even at 1-1. Register to win the $10,000 at the Franklin Covey Field Customer Service Booth. And don't forget to check out www.retirementsource.net for more information on SMC Capital Management, Architects of Wealth. 1-1 the count on Kendrick. Now Wasden ready, the pitch. Swing and a foul back into the screen, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Final, Cincinnati beat previously Red Hot Detroit 9-4. The Tigers had won 7 in a row. 1-2 the count on Willits. Wasden ready, the 1-2 pitch. Instead he steps off, looks the runner, Willits back to first. One ball, 2 strikes on Kendrick. 1-0 Oklahoma here in the 6th. Wasden from the belt, the 1-2 pitch. Willett takes off, swing and a miss at a pitch in the dirt. On the drop, 3rd strike, Gregorio throws to first, and that'll do it for the Bees in the 6th inning. No runs, 1 hit, 1 runner left on base. We go to the 7th. It's Oklahoma 1, the Bees nothing on ESPN 1230.
I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth. That I might have been given a bad break, but I've got an awful lot to live for.
Classic baseball is back. The Salt Lake Bees. Now get a family pass to see the Bees this season for an incredible $199. That's only $276 per game for your entire immediate family. Call 325-BASE to get your family pass. The Salt Lake Bees. Classic baseball is back.
Hi, Stock Exchange? Hi. Can I speak with a bell ringer? Yeah, the person who rings that morning bell. Oh, well, I have an announcement to make. Oh, see, I need to tell everyone on the exchange floor that I'm selling my home. Yeah, that's right, I'm selling my home. Oh, well, I need the Dow to stay up. Give those stockbrokers a little added motivation, keep the economy moving so my home will sell faster. Well, it can't hurt.
Okay, so you can't influence the economy, but choosing a Coldwell Banker residential brokerage agent will help you get the best price for your home, no matter what the market conditions are. Coldwell Banker agents are the most well-trained real estate professionals in the business. They're at the cutting edge of local and national market trends. They use the most advanced marketing tools in the industry, and they specialize in strategically positioning your home so it sells on your terms. Get every advantage when you sell your home.
Yep, still me. Still holding for that bell ringer person.
Call a Coldwell Banker professional in your neighborhood or visit utahhomes.com. Coldwell Banker Residential Brokerage is owned and operated by NRT Incorporated.
We go to the 7th inning. Aaron Balderas, Lance Dixon, Jamie Burke, the 5, 6, and 7 hitters due up in the Oklahoma batting order to face left-hander Joe Saunders. Balderas has bounced to third and flied to right field. Saunders' first pitch, and it's a curveball strike on the inside corner above the knees, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch, high and outside for a ball. And so the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Now Saunders pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Time now for our Zions Bank 7th inning game summary. 1 run, 5 hits, no errors for Oklahoma. No runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Bees. The RedHawks have left 3 runners on base. The Bees have stranded 2. Again, the only run, a 1-out first inning home run by Ian Kinsler in the first inning. The 1-2 pitch to Balderas. Fastball just a little bit low, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Outfield playing him to pull towards left as Saunders delivers the 2-2. Swung on and it's sliced towards right. Gorneau, a long run, is there before he gets to the corner and makes the catch for the out. He had to come a long way for that one. And again, the outfield was playing him to pull. 1 out for Lance Nix, who's grounded out and struck out in 2 plate appearances. Again, the Bees' 7th inning game summary brought to you by Zions Bank. At Zions Bank, they haven't forgotten who keeps them in business. So 1 out, bases empty here in the 7th. Now Saunders pitch. Change up over for a strike, and it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Saunders pitch. Fastball chopped toward third and past the diving Elward into left field, a base hit. So Nix is aboard with a 1-out single, the 6th hit of the ball game for the RedHawks. Here's Jamie Burke, who's flied to right and grounded to short. He's 0 for 2. 1 on, 1 out. Orioles today signed third baseman Melvin Moore to a contract extension through 2009. The pitch, swung on, line towards right. Gorneau coming on, makes the catch. Thought about firing to first to double off Nix, but Nix hadn't strayed all that far off the bag. So he wisely lobs it into second base. A hard hit ball off the bat of Burke going the other way, but it stayed up for Gorneau. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. That'll bring up Will Smith, who singled to right field his last time up. More injuries to the Yankee outfielder Bubba Crosby, who had played well. In replace of Matsui, is out with a strained right hamstring. Outfielder Mitch Jones purchased from Columbus. Fastball outside, ball 1. Too bad the former Stinger, Chris Prieto, hasn't been healthy this year. Otherwise, he might have had a chance to go up to the Yankees. 1 ball, no strikes to the left-hand hitting Will Smith. The pitch. Fastball fouled at home plate, and the count's even at 1-1. The Cincinnati Reds signed pitcher and former Buzzman Joe Mays to a minor league contract and assigned him to Louisville, but to make room for him, the Reds released outfielder, former Buzzman Brian Buchanan. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Now Saunders with a move to first base, and back in standing is Nix. 1-0 RedHawks were in the top of the 7th. As the Bees haven't been able to generate anything off of John Wasden. The pitch, swing, and a miss, and the count's 1-2. Actually fouled it into the glove of the catcher Mathis. So 1 ball, 2 strikes the count on Smith. Now Saunders ready. The delivery, swung on and fouled over by the Oklahoma dugout at third, and the count remains 1-2. That one went right down the steps. One ball, 2 strikes on the left-hand hitting Smith. Good lead at first for Nix. Saunders ready with a 1-2. Curveball pulled foul into the upper deck down the right field line. So it remains 1-2. Red Sox held on to beat Philadelphia 5-3. Yankees and Mets tied at 6 going to the bottom of the 9th at Shea. 1 ball, 2 strikes the pitch. Swing, and a changeup and a miss. He struck him out, and that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit. 1 runner left on base. It's 7th inning stretch time, brought to you by America First Credit Union. For any financial needs, come to America First Credit Union, where members come first. After 6.5, Oklahoma 1, the Bees nothing on ESPN 1230.
So, how's your garage life? At Checker Auto Parts, ours is terrific. We work on our cars just like you, and we use stuff like floor jacks, ratchets, air compressors, generators, and all kinds of cordless power tools. Why do I own a special jack just for my motorcycle? Because I can, and so can you. So come to Checker. If you need a better garage life, guess what? We got it. Checker, we got it.
Athletes can't perform on an empty stomach.
Strike 1.
The Old Spaghetti Factory is the perfect place for your pregame and postgame feasts, team parties, and more. Fill up on our delicious homemade mouth-watering dishes. No one speaks the international language of yum like the Old Spaghetti Factory. Serving the best memories in town. It's the perfect place for any occasion. And now, featuring the amazing adventures of Wally the Trolley for our guests 10 and younger. Catch a ride with Wally and his trolley trio as they explore the world. Sign up for our kids club at www.osf.com. It's safe, simple, fun, and on your next birthday, lunch is on us. Conveniently located to serve you in Trolley Square, Taylorsville, and Orem. Good food, good fun, and deliciously complete meals. The Old Spaghetti Factory is where to wind up. The Old Spaghetti Factory in Trolley Square, Taylorsville, and Orem.
We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Time starting to run short on the Bees as they trail 1-0. Nick Gorneau, Kendry Morales, and Jeff Mathis due up here in the bottom of the 7th inning. The first pitch to Gorneau is lifted foul, deep out of play, down the right field line for strike 1. Beyond the upper deck, Gorneau is flied to right and grounded to second base, looking for his first hit of the series. He's 0 for 6. The Bees have managed only 3 hits in this game against John Wasden, the 0-1. Breaking ball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. Wasden went 7 innings in his last start, so he's no stranger to being this deep into the game. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Prior to this, his best outing was 6 scoreless against Nashville on April 22nd. Gave up 3 hits, struck out 4, no walks, but he's 6 innings, 3 hits, 5 strikeouts, no walks to this point. Now the 1-2 pitch to Gorneau. Swung on, chopped to the mound, fielded by Wasden on the first hop, and the turn of the toss to first in time for the out. 1 away. Brings up Kendry Morales, who's flied out twice. Once to center, and again once to left field. So John Wasden shutting down the Bees in this one, as Salt Lake has managed just 3 hits so far. The pitch, Morales takes a fastball strike on the outside corner at the knees, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Now Wasden's pitch. Fastball up and into the left-hand batter, and that evens the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Giants and A's delayed by rain in Oakland right now. The pitch. Morales swings and lines a base hit into right center field. Over to cut it off is Nixon, so Kendry Morales is aboard with a 1-out base hit, the 4th hit of the ball game for the Bees. Now here's Jeff Mathis, who's flied out twice to Nixon center field. Nix a long run to the alley in right center field his last go-around. Could potentially be Mathis's last attempt to extend his hitting streak to 14 games. So runner at first base, 1 out. Wasden ready, and the pitch to Mathis. Swung on in line, foul, slicing out of play down the right field side for strike 1. The infield for the RedHawks at double play depth. Morales on at first. Now to stolen base threat. Big hole, though, on the right side if Mathis can go that way. The pitch. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball. It looked like that's what he was trying to do there, but came up empty on the cut. So now 2 strikes to count on Mathis. Wasden from the stretch, the 0-2. Swing and a miss at a pitch in the dirt. Snap throw to first, and safe is Morales as Mathis strikes out. The 6th strikeout for Wasden in the ball game. Now here's Mike Elward, who's 0 for 2. He's flied to right and bounced to third. So Morales at first, 2 away. The crafty 33-year-old right-hander John Wasden pretty much in control throughout this game. The pitch to Elward. Curve ball, strike at the knees, 0-1. Wasden has appeared in over 300 Major League games with Oakland, Boston, Colorado, Baltimore, Toronto, and Texas. A 1-strike pitch to Elward. Top foul, back over the roof and out of play, and the count's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Outfield playing Elward to get around late towards right. No balls, 2 strikes. Wasden's pitch. Outside, a ball, 1-2 the count on Elward. He's trying to get on the board. The outfield playing deep to try to cut off a ball in the alley. The 1-2 to Elward. Swing and a miss at a splitter in the dirt. He struck it out, and that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, 1 runner left on base. 7 strikeouts for Wasden, 1 shy of his season high. We go to the 8th. Still Oklahoma 1, the D's nothing on ESPN 1230.
When it's time for your next set of tires, do you want the tire with the best warranty in the business? Then you should head to Big O Tires. When it's time for your next pair of Bees baseball game tickets, do you want free tickets and a chance to win $50,000? Then get to Big O Tires for an entry form and details. No purchase necessary. Big O Tires, Utah's #1 tire store.
A reputation you can ride on. Big O Tires.
Hershey's presents the Soul to Soul 2 Tour, starring Tim McGraw and Faith Hill. It's been 6 long years. Now the wait is over. By overwhelming demand, a second show added. Saturday night, August 5th at Delta Center. Tim McGraw and Faith Hill in the round. A combined over 60 million records sold and 35 #1 singles. Electrifying performances by Tim and Faith in the concert event of the year. 2 superstars, 1 stage. A night you'll never forget. Tickets are on sale now at the Delta Center box office, Ticketmaster. Charge by phone or get them at Ticketmaster.com. Saturday night, August 5th at Delta Center. Don't miss Tim McGraw and Faith Hill. Presented by Hershey. Produced by AEG Live and Outback Concerts.
We move along to the 8th. It's still a 1-0 ball game. Tom Gregorio, Joaquin Arias, and Ian Kinsler, the 9-1 and 2 hitters, due up for Oklahoma here in the 8th against Joe Saunders. Gregorio 1 for 2, single to center field his last time up. He takes a strike on the outside corner at the knees, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike to count. Now Saunders' pitch. Fastball inside at the knees. 1-1 the count on Gregorio. Appeared in 127 games for the Stingers from 2002 through 2004, batting .230 in a Salt Lake uniform. Now the 1-1. Change up just a little bit high. Ball 2. 2-1 the count. Infield back all the way around as Saunders delivers the 2-1. Swung on and tap foul at home plate, 2-2. Don't forget to be on the lookout for the Geico Insurance run of the game. The first time after the 5th inning, the Bees score a run to add to a lead. Geico Insurance will donate $25 to the Air Force Fund. Check your yellow pages to call your local Geico office today. There have been 19 Geico Insurance runs so far this year, making the total donation $475. The 2-2 to Gregorio, a little bad handle looper back to second base. Going out, the shortstop, Casey Smith, and he'll make the grab about 12 feet back on the outfield lawn for out number 1. One away to the top of the order, and Joaquin Arias, who's 0 for 3, grounded out to the second baseman Kendrick his last time up. Bees in the bottom of the 8th will have the bottom third of the order due up. Clyde, Buddy, and Smith. Now the pitch on the way. Arias takes off speed and over for a strike 0-1. Activity now stirring in the Bees bullpen. There's a pitch swung on and foul quickly into the stands up the right field side. And the count's 0-2. For the Bees, right-hander Chris Buchek warming up in the bullpen. The 0-2 to Arias. Swing and a miss at a fastball about Bill the cap high. Strikeout number 5 for Saunders, and there's 2 down here in the 8th. Here's Kinsler, the difference in the ball game with his first inning home run. The only run for either side. It's the first pitch in that at bat. Deep over the berm and left to the center field side of the concession stand. Here's a swing and a roller left side. Diving stop by Elward, but has no play as he rolled over twice after gloving the baseball. So an infield single for Kinsler, and that's his 3rd hit of the game. I don't know that Casey Smith, he was there, but he would have had a play at first base. Again, Kinsler here on a major league rehab assignment. Has good speed. So here's Adam Heist, who 0 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts. Runner at first base, 2 out. See if Kinsler takes off to try to get into scoring position. Left too soon last time he was on base. The pitch grounded sharply toward short. Casey Smith has it. The toss to Kendrick. In time for the force out on Kinsler to retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, 1 runner left. As we go to the bottom of the 8th, it is still Oklahoma 1, the Bees nothing on ESPN 1230.
I got hurt in a car wreck, and I've got some questions. Is it normal if I hurt worse the day after the accident? Can I choose the doctor? Can I settle my case without going to court? Shouldn't I just trust the insurance company to give me what's fair?
I'm attorney Keith Barton, and I can help. These are the kinds of questions I answer every day.
Until I called Keith Barton, I had no idea how it really worked. I called and he got me $200,000. How's that for an answer?
If you've been in a car wreck and you're hurt, call me at area code 801. It's easy.
It's back, and the sequel is even hotter than the original. It's Honda's Spring into Action 2 sales event at Plaza Cycle. Honda's blockbuster sales event returns with more thrills, more savings, and more action than ever. Starring Honda's off-road competition bikes, the CRF 450X and the CRF 250X. This time, the story includes 0 down payment, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2007 upon approved credit with your Honda card. And how about this for a plot twist? Take advantage of $150 in bonus bucks with select 2005 models and get $500 in factory-to-dealer incentives on select CRF models. Spring into Action 2. Now playing at Plaza Cycle, 1379 West, 3300 South Salt Lake. Hurry in. You've got to move fast or get left behind. After 9 months, minimum fixed monthly payment, 2.5% original balance, 18.9% fixed APR through GE Money Bank. Bonus bucks and factory-to-dealer incentive good with purchase on selected model. Top of District 53106. Other restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Curtis Pride set to lead off here in the bottom of the 8th for the Bees as they trail 1-0. They've been shut out twice this year. Both times, though, it's happened down the road. Curtis has 1 hit in 2 at-bats. Single to right his last time up. The pitch on the way, chopped up the first base side foul for strike 1. That single in the 5th puts him 11 hits away now from 1,200 in his minor league career. It'll be Pride, Ryan Buddy, and Casey Smith due up here in the bottom of the 8th inning. As John Wasden's been tough out there for the RedHawks. No balls, 1 strike the count on Curtis. The pitch. Breaking ball inside to the left-hand batter, and that evens the count at 1-1. The Mets get a run off Mariano Rivera in the bottom of the 9th to beat the Yankees tonight 7-6. Now the 1-1. Swing and a miss at a fastball, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. These have not had more than 1 runner on in an inning. Now the 1-2. Swing and a miss at a pitch in the dirt. Wasden has a splitter that's working outstanding as the throw to first is in plenty of time. His 8th strikeout, his 3rd straight. These hitters flailing at pitches in the dirt. So here's Ryan Buddy, who's 0 for 2. He has struck out and grounded out in 2 plate appearances. Billy Wagner gets the win for the Mets in that game as Buddy takes high, ball 1. They're still in the delay mode, San Francisco at Oakland. Dodgers and Angels won't get underway for another 20 minutes or so. The 1-0 pitch to Buddy, swinging a little squibber to the right side. Tinsley's second baseman has it, and he'll fling it over to first for the out. 2 up, 2 down here in the Salt Lake 8th. That'll bring up Casey Smith, the shortstop. Smith has grounded to short and taken a call, 3rd strike. As we mentioned coming in, Wasden 4-1 lifetime against Salt Lake, and that loss came in an Edmonton uniform back in 1995. He's won his last 3 starts, 1 in each of the last 3 seasons. Now the pitch, a little bit outside at the knees, ball 1 for the right-handed batter. Outfield shaded towards right, the pitch. Started after it, held up as the breaking ball missed low, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Now the wind and the 2-0 pitch to Smith. Change up is high, ball 3. 3-0 the count on Casey. Wasden to this point has not walked a batter in this game. 3 balls, no strikes. Now Wasden's pitch. In at the knees, a fastball for a strike, 3-1. Wouldn't be at all surprised to see Casey take another pitch. The 3-1 offering. He does, and it's low, ball 4. So there is the first walk issued by Wasden. It comes, though, with 2 outs here in the 8th, and now here's Reggie Willits, who's 2 for 3, including a bunt single and a line drive single. So now Willits the batter with Smith at first base and 2 out. Balderas in at third to guard against the bunt by Reggie. The outfield shaded towards left. Smith, the base runner at first. Wasden ready. The pitch. Breaking ball low, ball 1. Again, 7 2/3 innings for Wasden. Innings-wise, his longest outing of the year, although he's thrown over 100 pitches in each of his last 2 starts, and I don't think he's close to that yet. The 1-0 pitch, low and away, ball 2. 2-0 the count. Time calls the third baseman Balderas in to have a word with Wasden. Wasden right now at 90 pitches, I believe, of which 60 have been strikes. 2 balls, no strikes on Willits. Wasden ready, the pitch. Line drive, right center field, base hit. Smith will take the turn. He's going to try for third. Here's the throw by Jesus. Safe. The ball gets away, but it's backed up by Wasden. On to second base goes Reggie Willett. A big play by Wasden because that ball took a high bounce, and had it gone into the stands, the run would have scored. So runners at second and third. 2 out for Howie Kendrick, who's 0 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts tonight. Pitching coach Andy Hawkins to the mound for Oklahoma. That name rings a bell. Pitched for several big league clubs, most noted for once throwing a no-hitter, but losing 4-0. He was pitching for the Yankees against the White Sox in Chicago. The Sox loaded the bases without any hits, and then a 3-base error on Jim Leyritz in the outfield allowed 3 runs to score, and then another error allowed the 4th run to score. So now the Bees with 2 outs have the tying run at third and the go-ahead run at second. Oklahoma trying to win on the road. It's been a rarity for them this year. They are 2-15 away from the Bricktown ballpark. 2 outs. Runners at second and third. Wasden's pitch to Kendrick. High ball 1. These have not had a lot of come-from-behind success this year. They are 0-9 in games in which they've trailed after 7 innings. And they're down 1-0 here in the 8th. The 1-0 pitch. Started after it, held up, they appeal. No swing, says the arbiter at first. And the count's 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Smith, the tying run at third. Willett, the go-ahead run at second. 2 outs. The 2-0 pitch to Kendrick. Low, ball 3. 3-0 the count. Nick Corneau due next. I wonder if Ryan Harper would turn Kendrick loose on 3-0 here as activity begins to stir in the Oklahoma bullpen. 3 balls, no strikes. Wasden ready, and the pitch to Kendrick. Taking all the way, it's a strike in at the knees, 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Right-hander Brian Corey throwing in the bullpen. A 3-1 pitch to Kendrick. Strike in at the knees, 3-2. The umpires in the green seats disapprove. So now a full count on Kendrick at 3-2. Watch for the splitter here. Wasden's payoff pitch to Kendrick. He takes low, ball 4. They appeal, no swing, and the bases are loaded. Second walk issued by Wasden, both in this inning. So now it's up to Nick Corneau. 0 for 7 in this series. Corneau with a team-leading 26 runs batted in. Batting with the bases loaded, 2 out. This whole rally attempt began with 2 out. While Corneau leads the team in runs batted in. His last RBI came on May the 11th in Omaha. Over a week ago. The first pitch to Corneau is fastball, strike at the letters, 0-1. And Corneau can't believe it. He thought it was high. And he's in the hole, 0-1. A late right arm on a pitch that looked about shoulder level, which was a strike in the 60s. No balls, 1 strike. Smith at third, Willits at second, Kendrick at first. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on and lifted foul over the roof behind first base and onto West Temple. But now Corneau is in the hole, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Gorno in the hole. Watch for the splitter here. Wasden ready, the 0-2. Outside at the knees, 1-2 the count. The outfield playing Gorno around towards right. Now Wasden from the belt, the 1-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball to third. Up with it, Balderas, and he'll run it himself to the bag at third for the force out on Willits, and that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit. 3 runners were left on base. We go to the 9th. It's still Oklahoma 1, the Bees nothing on ESPN 1230.
When you take your family out and get a great deal on a big, delicious breakfast, that's getting your Denny's worth. Denny's 3 new Supreme Bowl breakfasts are just $5.99. Denny's Ultimate Bowl starts with country fried potatoes, scrambled eggs, and cheese sauce. Then we layer ham and mushrooms, chopped onions, peppers, tomatoes, and cheddar cheese. You'll also love Denny's 2 sausage and cheddar bowls, or the ham and Swiss bowl, each with bacon, sausage, and pancakes. At just $5.99, that's how to get your Denny's worth.
Price and participation may vary for a limited time only.
Med1 Medical. Med1 Medical.
Are you using the same smelly mask and tubing that you got when you started? Masks and tubing should be replaced regularly. You won't believe how much nicer it is to breathe in a new mask. It's healthier, too. Call Med1 today at 800-248-5882. With a new mask, you'll have fewer colds and sore throats. Do you snore when you're wearing your CPAP? If your CPAP is working as it should, you should never snore when you have the CPAP machine on. An old, worn-out mask causes leaks and will not allow your CPAP machine to operate at the correct pressure. Schedule an appointment to visit our sleep laboratory and bring your CPAP machine, and we'll do a free pressure check and give you a free CPAP tube. Sign up for our Sleep Smart Gold maintenance program, and your first mask is free. Call 800-248-5882.
Med1 Medical. Med1 Medical.
We go to the 9th inning, 1-0 still in favor of Oklahoma as the Bees put together a rally attempt after 2 out and nobody on in the 8th inning. A walk to Smith, a single by Willits, and a walk to Kendrick, but a fielder's choice to end the inning. And so Chris Butchek comes on. Butchek on an injury rehab assignment from the Angels from a strained left hamstring. Saw his first action in a Bees uniform since his injury on Tuesday in Iowa. Pitched a scoreless inning, although he did walk a batter and hit another. So it'll be Jason Botts, Aaron Balderas, and Lance Nix due up the 4, 5, and 6 hitters in the Oklahoma batting order. Joe Saunders, 8 innings, 7 hits allowed, 1 run it was earned. Struck out 5, walked none. The only mistake of the ball game, the home run to Kinsler in the first. And so far, John Wasden has made that hold up as Butchek misses a breaking ball low, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Now the pitch. Fastball in at the knees. A strike to Botts, and the count's even at 1-1. Botts, a switch hitter, who's turned around now to bat left-handed against the righty, Chris Butchek. Now Chris ready, the pitch. Fastball inside at the belt, ball 2. 2-1 the count. Botts awaits the 2-1 from Butchek. No, outside at the knees, a ball, 3-1. Botts, the number 8 prospect in the Texas organization, according to Baseball America, and also rated as that organization's best power hitter. Now the 3-1. Swung on and launched to right field. That ball's up there, it's out there, and it is gone. A solo homer for Jason Botts, and it's 2-0 Oklahoma. And the hill is that much steeper to climb. Bott's 9th home run of the year and his 29th run batted in. And for Chris Buchek, that's the 4th home run that he's given up this year. So it's 2-0 RedHawks, and the batter will be Aaron Balderas, who's 0 for 3. Flied out to right field his last time up. Buchek delivers. Bunt attempt, third base side. It kicks foul about halfway up from home plate for strike one. Keys in the bottom of the 9th will have Kendry Morales, Jeff Mathis, and Mike Elward due up. Two to nothing RedHawks on the strength of a pair of solo homers. Now Buchek ready, and the 0-1 pitch to Balderas. Strike on the inside corner to Bell, 0-2. Time now for a look ahead at what's on the road for the Bees. Brought to you by Big O Tires, a reputation you can ride on. Big O Tires. 6 more home games left on this homestand, then they'll hit the road on May 26th, Memorial Day weekend, Friday through Monday at Las Vegas. Hit a swing and a roller. It's a foul outside the bag at third. Still 0-2. Friday night and Saturday nights, the 26th and 27th. Day games on the 28th and 29th. So, 2 strikes to count on Balderas. Now Buchek ready, the pitch. Swing and a miss, he struck him out. First strikeout for Buchek, and there's one down here in the 9th. Brings up Lance Nix. So Buchek with the strikeout. And for Chris, that is his first of the night as the pitch to Nix comes home. Swung on, and the line drive just over the glove of the leaping Casey Smith into left center field for a base hit. Nick's second hit of the ball game. So a runner at first, one out for Jamie Burke, who's 0 for 3. 324 strikeouts now for Chris Buchek in a Salt Lake uniform. 8 away from passing Mark Redmond as the all-time leader in franchise history. 5,366 here on a Friday night. This turned out to be a rather pleasant evening weather-wise. So 1 on, 1 out. Buchek ready. The pitch to Burke. Breaking ball into the dirt. Smothered by the catcher Mathis. Ball 1. 1-0 to count. Jamie Burke awaits the 1-0. Fastball strike evens the count at 1-1. Ken Burke, the last 3 seasons, shuttled back and forth between AAA Charlotte and the Major League parent club, the White Sox. Infield, double play depth behind Buchek. The pitch. Swing and a ground ball toward short. Backing up on it, Smith has it. Goes to Kendrick for 1, to first for 2. 6-4-3 double play, and that'll do it here in the 9th inning. 1 run, though, on the home run by Bott. 2 hits, and nobody left on base as we go to the bottom of the 9th. It's now Oklahoma 2 and the Bees nothing on ESPN 1230.
Dreaming of owning your own home? Cypress Credit Union would like to make your dream a reality with fantastic rates on low-fee construction and mortgage loans. Visit cypresscu.com or speak to a mortgage specialist at 260-7600. We'll help you determine your home buying power and the loan that best fits your needs. Mention this ad and we'll waive the $175 processing fee when you get your mortgage.
Cypress Credit Union. Your future is our future.
Equal housing lender.
Hi, is this the Federal Reserve? How you doing? Good. I'm fine, thanks. Listen, maybe you can help me. You're the guys who control the interest rates, right? Good. I was wondering if you could just not touch the interest rates until I sell my home. Well, yeah, I understand that, but no, I just need you to not touch the interest rate until I sell my home. That's all. Just, don't raise it. Just, keep it stable. Well, is there someone there who can help me? Yeah, I'll hold. Thanks.
Okay, so you can't control the Fed, but call a Coldwell Banker residential brokerage agent and you'll have qualified buyers from all over the world looking at your home, no matter what the interest rate is. That's because Coldwell Banker agents are not only local experts, they're also part of a national and international referral network of professional agents. So there will be thousands of Coldwell Banker agents all over the world working to find you the right buyer at the right price.
Yeah, hello? Yeah, I'm still on hold. Sure, I'll stay here. Thanks.
Call a Coldwell Banker professional in your neighborhood or visit UtahHomes.com. Coldwell Banker Residential Brokerage is owned and operated by NRT Incorporated.
Well, we go to the ninth inning, and John Wasden out to try to finish what he started. He'll face Kendry Morales, Jeff Mathis, and Mike Elward. The insurance run home run by Botts now forces the Bees to get a batter on base before they can bring the tying run to the plate. Kendry Morales, 1 for 3, single to center field his last time up. He's loaded the bases with 2 outs in the 8th, but could not cash in as Morales swings and lifts from the air to left. Smith going back, still going back. It's off the base of the wall. Morales around first, digging for 2, and he's in standing with a leadoff double. That ball slicing away and over the head of the left fielder Smith. Morales with his 6th double. And so now the Bees have a runner at second base and nobody out. Jeff Mathis, the batter, 0 for 3. One more chance for Jeff to extend his hitting streak to 14 games. And the Bees came into this game 0-10 in games in which they trailed by going into the 9th inning. First pitch to Mathis. Swinging a tech foul behind home plate for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike on Mathis. Mike Elward due next with Curtis Pride to follow. The Bees, at the very least, do have the tying run at the plate. Again, Corey back up, I believe it is, in the Oklahoma bullpen. 1 strike to count on Mathis. Corey, like Wasden, a PCL veteran. 1 strike to count. The pitch to Mathis. Down the middle for a strike, and it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to count. Now Wasden from the stretch, the 0-2. Swinging a roller towards the hole at short. Gloved by Arias, the off-balance throw, and the dive at first, and the tag is made by Burke for the out. That was the only chance Mathis had to throw, pulling Burke to the home plate side of first base. He gloved it. Mathis trying to avoid the tag with a head-first slide, but Burke was able to get him on the left shoulder. So 1 out. Morales at second base still. He had the hold of the play in front of him. The batter, Mike Elward, he's 0 for 3. He struck out swinging his last time up. So 1 out and a runner at second. Wasden's pitch to Elward. Started after it, held up as it missed low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Morales, the lead at second base, the pitch. Tried to hold up on a splitter, couldn't do it. It's in the dirt for a strike, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Wasden has struck out 8, walked 2, and has not allowed a run. These have twice had a runner as far as third, but they didn't get there till 2 out. The 1-1 pitch, Elward takes a strike at the knees, and it's 1-2. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes to count, as the Bees are down to their last 2 outs. The 1-2 to Elward. Swinging a foul. He just got a piece of it to stay alive as he bounces it behind home plate, so it's still 1-2. Wasden trying to become just the 7th pitcher in the PCL this year to throw a complete game. Portland shut out Memphis 11-0, so if the Bees don't rally, their lead will be down to a half game. The 1-2 pitch inside almost hit him, as Elwood just did lean out of the way in time. And now the count on Elwood is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Morales the lead at second base. Wasden stares in, gets his sign. The right-hander ready. The 2-2 pitch. Into the dirt. Ball 3. 3-2 the count. A wide one here would put the potential tying run on base, with Curtis Pride due next. Three and two the count. Wasden ready. The pitch. Swung on and a pop fly into shallow center field. Nix racing hard is there, and he'll make the catch for out number 2, and Morales has to hold. Nix was playing deep, but that pop fly had enough altitude on it for Nix to be able to run it down, and now the Bees are down to their last out. So the RedHawks 1 out away from what would be only their 3rd road win in 18 games. Unless Curtis Pride can do something spectacular here. Morales at second, 2 out. The pitch. Low, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Curtis has 1 homer this year. It was to the opposite field, left field in Tacoma, in a 3-0 win over the Rainiers. The 1-0 delivery. Swing and a miss, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jason Bulger throwing in the Bees bullpen just in case we go to the 10th. Can the complexion of this game change with the insurance run in the 9th? In the top half of this inning. Now the 1-1 pitch to Pride, but time called first. Wasden not happy with the timing of the timeout, and so he went through with his motion and lobbed the ball back to the screen. Vladimir Guerrero with a 2-run home run in the first. The Angels still batting, leading the Dodgers 2-0. Here it's 2-0 Oklahoma. The Bees down to their last out. It's a 1 ball, 1 strike count on Curtis Pride with Kendry Morales at second base. He led off the inning with a double. 2 outs later, he's still there. The 1-1 instead Wasden spins and looks the runner Morales back towards second. One ball, 1 strike on Pride. Wasden ready, the pitch. Swing and a roller to the right side, that should do it. Kinsler gobbles it up, throws to first, and the ball game is over. And the Bees get shut out for the 3rd time this year, the first time here at Franklin Covey Field. No runs, 1 hit, 1 runner left on base. Final score, Oklahoma 2, the Bees nothing. Back with the 10th inning show next on ESPN 1230.
The game is over, and the fans are headed home. Stay tuned. The 10th inning show is coming up next. You've been listening to Salt Lake Bees Baseball on your home for the Salt Lake Bees. ESPN 1230 AM.
Next. Hi, I'd like 3 pounds of fresh salmon, and can you cut me a couple of T-bone steaks about 2 inches thick?
Yes, ma'am. Say, anyone ever tell you you look like Patricia Heaton?
Oh, thank you. She's gorgeous.
Yeah. Hey, can we marinate your steaks while you shop and suggest a recipe for the salmon?
Ooh, you had me at marinade. Thanks.
Oh, now I know who you are.
Hi, I'm...
the driver of my kid's school bus.
That's me.
Albertsons, helping make your life easier.
Oh, hi, Miss Heaton. Need help selecting produce?
Do you have any good cooking ideas for mushrooms and tomatoes?
How about pan-seared portobellos and roasted romas?
That sounds good.
Of course, you could saute shiitakes and serene tomatoes, or braise the buttons and bake some beefsteak.
No more calls. We have a winner. You know your stuff.
I try. We do carry over 300 different kinds of fruits and vegetables.
You've been very helpful. How are you with auditions?
For quality and selection, Albertsons, helping make your life easier.
It's the news you want, from the team you want, when you want. 2 News at 9 on KJAZ 14, with 2 News anchors Shauna Lake and Mark Cobell.
Your 9 o'clock news leader is now a number higher.
2 News at 9 on KJAZ. All the news in half the time.
Plus, meteorologist Roland Stedham with your fresh air forecast and exclusive Storm Tracker real-time radar. And sports from the Talkin' Sports team. Tonight, turn on the team taking 9 o'clock news to a whole new level.
2 News at 9 on KJAZ. Fresh air 7 nights a week.
And soon, that won't be all the great news on KJAZ.
Welcome, everyone, to 2 News at 4 o'clock. It's
Utah's first and favorite early afternoon news is on the move at the end of May.
You have changes brewing.
Watch for 2 News at 4 coming to KJAZ 14 starting May 29th. Still, your first view of all the day's news.
The endless battle for firefighters.
With Christina Flores.
Breaking news at this time.
Fields Mosley. And your fresh air forecast from Debbie Worthing.
We'll start out even nicer than we are right now.
Remember the move. 2 News at 4 p.m. on KJAZ 14 starts May 29th.
Welcome to the 10th Inning Show, a complete recap of today's game, as well as a look at other games around the major leagues and the Pacific Coast League. Once again, let's go back to the ballpark with the voice of the Salt Lake Bees, Steve Klauke.
Well, for the 5th consecutive decision, John Wasden in his career has defeated the Salt Lake franchise, whether it be the Buzz in 95 and 96, the Stingers in 03, 04, 05, or the Bees here tonight, as he shuts them out on 6 hits, striking out 8 and walking 2. Final totals in the ball game for Oklahoma: 2 runs on 9 hits, no errors, and 5 runners left on base. For the Bees, no runs on 6 hits, no errors, and 7 runners left on base. The winning pitcher, John Wasden, now 2-3. The losing pitcher, Joe Saunders, 5-2. Time of the game, a snappy 2 hours, 6 minutes, 5,366. The paid attendance here tonight as the Bees drop to 24-16 on the year, while Oklahoma moves its record to 16-25. Again, only the 3rd win in 18 road games for the RedHawks, as they took the 1-0 lead in the first and never looked back. And so the RedHawks and Bees even up the series at 1 game apiece, and now the all-time series is level at 25. Joe Saunders with a solid outing, but his 4-game winning streak comes to an end with the loss here tonight. Chris Butchek gave up the run in one inning of work out of the bullpen, but the Bees fall to Oklahoma. They had a chance in the 4th inning, a bunt single by Willits to lead off. Consecutive groundouts moved him to 3rd, but Kendry Morales flied out to left to end the inning. With 2 out and nobody on in the 8th, the Bees loaded the bases on 2 walks and a single, but a fielder's choice off the bat of Nick Gorneau ended that inning. And then Kendry Morales led off the 9th with a double, but the next 3 players were retired without Kendry advancing. And so the Bees fall by a final score of 2-0. Their lead in the Pacific North down to just 1/2 game over the Portland Beavers. We'll tell you why with the Abra scoreboard next on ESPN 1230.
Sir, can you hear me?
Imagine you've just been in a traffic accident.
Sir, can you hear me?
And right now, the pressure of the steering wheel against your chest is preventing you from answering this question, while your smashed door is preventing the emergency crew from providing you with the help you're very much in need of.
Okay, sir, we're going to get some equipment in here and get you out of there just as quickly as possible. We need those over here right away.
Imagine the feeling of knowing this happened because you were driving dangerously, driving when you maybe shouldn't have, or allowing yourself to be distracted. Imagine hoping you'll wake up from this nightmare, but not being able to. Imagine the flashing lights and the smell of gasoline.
Sir, can you squeeze my hand?
Now, imagine why they're not bothering to ask these questions to anyone else who was in your car. Consider this a reminder. No one understands the importance of driving safely like someone who didn't. 0 fatalities. It's a goal we can all live with.
Hi, Stock Exchange? Hi. Can I speak with a bell ringer? Yeah, the person who rings that morning bell. Oh, well, I have an announcement to make. Oh, see, I need to tell everyone on the exchange floor that I'm selling my home. Yeah, that's right, I'm selling my home. Oh, well, I need the Dow to stay up. Give those stockbrokers a little added motivation, keep the economy moving so my home will sell faster. Well, it can't hurt.
Okay, so you can't influence the economy, but choosing a Coldwell Banker residential brokerage agent will help you get the best price for your home, no matter what the market conditions are. Coldwell Banker agents are the most well-trained real estate professionals in the business. They're at the cutting edge of local and national market trends. They use the most advanced marketing tools in the industry, and they specialize in strategically positioning your home so it sells on your terms. Get every advantage when you sell your home.
Yep, still me. Still holding for that bell ringer person.
Call a Coldwell Banker professional in your neighborhood or visit utahhomes.com. Coldwell Banker Residential Brokerage is owned and operated by NRT Incorporated.
Welcome back to Franklin Covey Field, where Oklahoma has shut out the Bees tonight by a final score of 2-0. Checking the other scores around the PCL on our Abra scoreboard. Nashville with 2 in the 7th and 1 in the 8th have pulled even with Tacoma now. That game tied 3-3. Round Rock and Tucson are tied 2-2 in the 8th down in Texas. Portland now within a half game of the Bees for first place in the in the Pacific North after an 11-0 shutout win at Memphis. Jason Hill, the former Stinger, and Bobby Hill homered for the Beavers in that one. At Albuquerque in the 6th, the Isotopes lead Las Vegas 7-0. In the 5th inning at Colorado Springs, the Zephyrs pounding the Sky Sox 9-2. In the 3rd at Fresno, Iowa leads the Grizzlies 3-0, and the start of the Omaha-Sacramento game has been delayed by rain. Major League Baseball in the National League. In the bottom of the 4th at Phoenix, Arizona trails Atlanta 5-2. In interleague play, the Giants and the A's 0-0 in the 2nd. Minnesota wins at Milwaukee 7-1. Home runs by Tony Batista and Michael Kadire. In the bottom of the 8th at Houston, Texas leads the Astros 3-2. St. Louis rallied from a 5-0 deficit to beat Kansas City 9-6. Former Buzzman Mark Redmond now 0-4 for Kansas City. Albert Pujols with his Major League leading 20th home run of the year. At Denver in the 6th, Colorado leads Toronto 5-2. Home runs for Garrett Atkins and Todd Helton. In the 4th at Seattle, the Mariners lead San Diego 3-0. On solo homers by Kojima, Lopez, and Sexton. In the bottom of the 1st at Chivas Ravine, the Angels lead the Dodgers 2-0 on Vladimir Guerrero's 11th home run of the season. Finals, the White Sox beat the Cubs today 6-1. Burley over Maddox. Jim Thome with his 17th home run. Cincinnati pounds Detroit 9-4. At Washington, the Nationals fall to Baltimore 5-1. Cleveland at home beat Pittsburgh 4-1. At Philadelphia, Boston beat the Phillies 5-3. In New York, an RBI single in the bottom of the 9th inning off of Mariano Rivera gave the Mets a 7-6 win over the Yankees. And in 10 innings, Tampa Bay beats Florida 5-4. Aubrey Huff, the game-winning home run in the bottom of the 10th inning. And that's your Abra scoreboard. Back with a recap of the ball game after this on ESPN 1230.
Athletes can't perform on an empty stomach.
Strike one.
The Old Spaghetti Factory is the perfect place for your pre-game and post-game feasts, team parties, and more. Fill up on our delicious homemade mouth-watering dishes. No one speaks the international language of yum like the Old Spaghetti Factory. Serving the best memories in town. It's the perfect place for any occasion. And now, featuring the amazing adventures of Wally the Trolley for our guests 10 and younger. Catch a ride with Wally and his trolley trio as they explore the world. Sign up for our kids club at www.osf.com. It's safe, simple, fun, and on your next birthday, lunch is on us. Conveniently located to serve you in Trolley Square, Taylorsville, and Orem. Good food, good fun, and deliciously complete meals. The Old Spaghetti Factory is where to wind up. The Old Spaghetti Factory in Trolley Square, Taylorsville, and Orem.
Hershey's presents the Soul to Soul 2 Tour, starring Tim McGraw and Faith Hill. It's been 6 long years. Now the wait is over. By overwhelming demand, a second show added. Saturday night, August 5th at Delta Center. Tim McGraw and Faith Hill in the round. It combines over 60 million records sold and 35 #1 singles. Electrifying performances by Tim and Faith in the concert event of the year. 2 superstars, 1 stage. A night you'll never forget. Tickets are on sale now at the Delta Center box office, Ticketmaster, charge by phone, or get them at Ticketmaster.com. Saturday night, August 5th at Delta Center. Don't miss Tim McGraw and Faith Hill, presented by Hershey. Produced by AEG Live and Outback Concerts.
Welcome back to Franklin Covey Field, where the Oklahoma RedHawks jumped out in front of the first inning with 1 out. Ian Kinsler's first look at Joe Saunders. He deposited onto the berm, the backside of the berm, in left field near the flagpoles to give Oklahoma a 1-0 lead. It stayed that way until the 9th inning. Chris Butchek coming on in relief gives up a 3-1 pitch home run to Jason Bott onto the berm in right field. And so Oklahoma gets the 2 solo homers, and that's really the only offense of the game as the Bees get shut out 2-0. Now, time for our Mountains West Ranches defensive play of the game. And that came in the 6th inning with Ian Kinsler on base at first. Runner goes, the pickoff throw to first. Morales throws to second, and Casey Smith with a great backhanded stab and spins for the out. What a play by Casey Smith, as he took that throw behind him and had to do almost a complete 360 to spin around and to get into the tag, but he got it on Ian Kinsler to pick him off, and that would be our Mountains West Ranches defensive play of the game between Moon Lake, Starvation, and Strawberry Reservoirs. Mountains West Ranches recreation properties, where the air is clean, the skies are blue, the water is clear, the magnificent views are waiting for you. Call 1-877-894-5658 or check out www.mwranches.com. Game 3 of this series comes your way tomorrow night, and we'll preview it for you right after this final timeout on ESPN 1230.
It's back, and the sequel is even hotter than the original. It's Honda's Spring into Action 2 sales event at Plaza Cycle. Honda's blockbuster sales event returns with more thrills, more savings, and more action than ever. Starring Honda's off-road competition bikes, the CRF 450X and the CRF 250X. This time, the story includes 0 down payment, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2007 upon approved credit with your Honda card. And how about this for a plot twist? Take advantage of $150 in bonus bucks with select 2005 models and get $500 in factory-to-dealer incentives on select CRF models. Spring into Action 2. Now playing at Plaza Cycle, 1379 West, 3300 South, Salt Lake. Hurry in. You've got to move fast or get left behind. After 9 months, minimum fixed monthly payment of 2.5% original balance, take 2.9% fixed APR through GE Money Bank. Bonus bucks and factory-to-dealer incentive good with purchase on selected model. Profit good through 53106. Other restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Med1 Medical. Med1 Medical.
Are you using the same smelly mask and tubing that you got when you started? Masks and tubing should be replaced regularly. You won't believe how much nicer it is to breathe in a new mask. It's healthier, too. Call Med1 today at 800-248-5882. With a new mask, you'll have fewer colds and sore throats. Do you snore when you're wearing your CPAP? If your CPAP is working as it should, you should never snore when you have the CPAP machine on. An old, worn-out mask causes leaks and will not allow your CPAP machine to operate at the correct pressure. Schedule an appointment to visit our sleep laboratory and bring your CPAP machine, and we'll do a free pressure check and give you a free CPAP tube. Sign up for our Sleep Smart Gold maintenance program, and your first mask is free. Call 800-248-5882.
Med1 Medical. Med1 Medical.
Well, the Bees unable to muster up any offense against the veteran right-hander John Wasden tonight. They'll try to turn things back around in their favor tomorrow. It'll be right-hander Casey Owenberger, the reigning PCL pitcher of the week, on the mound for the Bees. He's 3-0 against scheduled left-hander Derek Lee, who has a record of 0-1. Time of the game will be at 6:30. Hope to see you here at the ballpark, but if you can't make it, make sure you join us here on ESPN 1230 beginning at 6:10 with the On Deck Circle. Once again, in 2 hours, 6 minutes, and in front of 5,366, the final score. The Oklahoma RedHawks 2 and the Salt Lake Bees nothing. I'm Steve Plowke saying good night and so long from the ballpark.
This has been the 10th Inning Show. Make sure to be with us next time for Salt Lake Bees baseball on your home for the Salt Lake Bees. ESPN 1230 AM.